Toto? I'm getting around Kansas City.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Thursday night, which, of course, you know what that means, don't you? That's right, it's another time for the Quiz Arena Live. Tonight, we have two special guests, two returning special guests, in fact. One being Cameron Dunn, that's right, the magical effects artist of makeup wizardry, and our returning champ, Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons. Please welcome them. Hello, guys, how you going?
Hi.
Yay,
Hey!
returning champs! Hello,
Go
Cameron!
us! How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
Oh, fantastic, good. Good to see you're all revved and ready tonight. And how are you, Rhiannon?
I'm good, honey. I'm good.
Oh,
I
fantastic.
kind of wish I had a little bit more time to prepare, but otherwise I'm good.
That's alright, I think we are all in a rush these times, in these merry days. But it's so good to see you here to another night. Now, we have our carry-over champ, Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons, who, of course, won our Season 1. Fantastically done, and she's got many different prizes to show off. I think you just got one of the prizes in the mail today, is that right?
I did, yeah. The Psycho Killer game from Escape Tabletop Games.
Oh,
arrived.
fantastic,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Perfect. Oh, you'll be looking forward to that, I'm sure. You'll be able to people over and things
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
we're already plotting a games night as masks are no longer mandatory in Queensland as of today.
Yay!
Oh, I'm
Awesome!
jealous.
Fantastic. Yes. Awesome. Well, all of those parties can, start back up again. We also do have an escape room that we took place in on Halloween, and Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons was part of that. She was an essential member who helped us and was the first, I think, to actually solve the crime. You were the first one when I was watching it back. You sort of named it. It was just yeah, he did it, and everyone's going, okay, we're gonna hold cautious at the moment. But you were right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
And so,
well, actually, I've got a couple of friends that went and did that same escape room that we did, and
Yep.
they came up with a completely different solution and got a cutscene, and apparently there are actually multiple endings to it.
really
So
cool.
I'm like, oh, I kind of feel like now I need to go back and play it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there is that other one as well, the detention, which seems like a lot of fun, which I'd love to go back there. But we're hoping to do at around Christmas time. We have what am I calling it? The Xmas Stravaganza, I think, at the moment. Or the Christmas Stravaganza. I'm not sure. I didn't know if that was going to be too long. But we're hoping to do the the escape room of Expedition North Pole.
That
Which,
looks so good.
yeah,
It really
Sander
does.
Klaus is a microbiologist up there who has had one of his organisms go awry, which sounds wrong in the way I just put it then, but I'm hoping it's that mixture, that nice mixture of the Santa Claus and the thing.
Well, I'm actually wondering if we're going to see that because I watched our playback too recently, and we had one of those text messages from Felix who said he was going to the North Pole.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
yes.
wondering if he's actually going to make an appearance.
Exactly, yeah. I'm hoping he does, or maybe we'll find, was it a body that's strewn all open, or this is just me hoping, and you find the key card. I don't know. It's just me. But Cameron, we were talking. I think it was just only last week about the fantastic effects that you do, and the knowledge, yes, that you have. I think would be essential in an escape room. So we're hoping to have you along as well, because Pjort was in that too, and so I think you guys would just bounce off each other like no one's business.
I get the feeling with us it would probably be that, or just both of us just shouting things at the top of our lungs and just being completely incoherent.
That's yes, no, and all the more to you. Speaking of which, I'm going to be cracking up a little bit more of my picnic, which is Sam Neill's wine. I
See, now
know I'm
you're
not
just
meaning to
teasing
show
me.
that off in that way. I'm just saying it's really quite nice. Yes, we'll do a couple of shout outs to the people out there as well. We've got Warren Money saying good evening. We've got Phil Robinson, good eventide all. I love it, love it. Robert Woods coming back saying howdy, g'day, good to see ya. And Warren Money personally saying hey there, Phil. So look, we've got some nice little groups forming in the chat already, which is
Yeah, the
already good.
camaraderie is great.
Yeah, I am probably aware too that this is not the best glass to be consuming white wine in, but you know what? Why not?
Well, you could be chugging it from the bottle.
That's it, exactly. Yeah, that's
You mean how it's supposed to be drunk?
exactly. That's what happened to the other 5. They're still intravenously hooked up. Yeah. Oh,
They disappeared in transit.
Yes, but does anyone know what's it? I don't know if it's an actual a fact or anything like this. Well, it is a fact that it was known at the time, but it was said that this glass, this champagne, it's not a flute, but glass, was shaped with a specific design in mind. Does anyone out there in the chat know, or do you guys know? I think it's, for some reason, I'm imagining like an English king. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, it's yes, Warren Money is on the money. It's right. It was supposed to be able to cover the breast, and so it was the perfect size. It was supposed to be the perfect breast size, I think, was what the flute was saying. So that's why one of the myths and trivia that's surrounding that one. I'm not too sure where it comes from, but yeah, that's the thing. Prost.
So I guess that's what they mean when they say the cup runneth over.
Yeah, that's it. Well, what was it? When I did I was playing around with some rebranding for the title, we had the Q starting off, and it starts off with the Rosebud quote, and I was worried that it was going to look a little bit like the female anatomy. So just because another one of those trivia things, because when I mentioned that one comes to mind, is that Rosebud was supposed to be what William Randolph Hearst called his mistress's clitoris, apparently. Yeah, allegedly, that's the word I was looking for. So yeah, I've mentioned William Randolph Hearst a couple of times because, of course, William Randolph Hearst was the newspaper magnate in America who could or could not be responsible for partially the war on drugs with hemp legalization, but he built San Simeon, his own Hearst castle, based on a whole bunch of different designs of architecture around the world, Spanish architecture, all this sort of stuff. But he also had these lavish parties in these massive dining rooms with huge stars like Charlie Chaplin and other stars of that time. And I've mentioned, I think, a couple of times because there was the makeup artist who did the thing from the creature from the Black Lagoon, I think it was. Her father was part of the crew that was building or designing the castle of San Simeon. So she got to stay and grew up at the castle. There was many little guest houses that if you go on a tour through there, you can go through the guest houses, and they're absolutely beautiful. So you can
I feel like I'm not getting enough perks in my job.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, not many newspaper magnates nowadays. I don't think. What was it? I think
I have something
Rhiannon,
to do with it.
Yeah, you brought up off air if they're even still around. I think everything has gone digital. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because I was soaking wet. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, I'll be Janet Weiss for the night.
Yes, yeah. And
So
Warren
don't have
Money
to
as well. He's out there saying that he thought it was the sled. It was the sled. Spoilers for those of you who haven't seen Citizen Kane. Yes, the first word that is uttered is Rosebud, and you get to see at the end of the film what that Rosebud relates to.
There is one big flaw in that movie that does bug me to this day.
Mm-hmm.
It's so the whole thing, what is Rosebud? What is Rosebud? No one was actually in the room when he said it.
Yeah, good point. She walks in when the thing's shattered.
Yeah, he's already said it when
No
she
one
comes
hears
in.
Yeah. And we're assuming that's the first time he sort of like made it a big thing. So yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a nice little bit of trivia. Who hears him say Rosebud, and everyone, I assume, say the nurse. Even Warren Money is blown away by that.
Well, there's actually another fun fact that Citizen Kane's opening line of Rosebud has been voted the greatest opening spoken word in cinema history.
Really?
And I've just ruined it with a flaw.
Yeah.
I've ruined it forever.
That's it. Well, because a lot of the time, what is it? Citizen Kane is quoted as being the best film ever made.
I think we all know it's The Room.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's Tommy Wiseau's The Room, hands down. Well, that's it. Even when we bring like that up, Ed Wood is noted as the worst director of all time in Hollywood. And even though this isn't something like it's a statistical fact or anything, it's more just like colloquial understanding. But then you look at a film like The Room, as you said, or Birdemic, and like how can you put you put an Ed Wood film up against that, and you've seen Ed Wood films of the time, and you sort of go, well, it's sort of on par. Like, it's not the greatest, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, you can dig through enough. I mean, I make a habit of finding some of the most horrific things that have ever been put on film, because my God, some of them.
Yeah.
I still remember there was this one I saw. I can't remember what it was called, and it's had this one scene, and you can literally hear the heavy breathing of the guy behind the camera the entire time as he's like walking around and filming this girl who's supposed to be sunbaking or something. And you just kind of sit there being like, was this actually an actress?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's it. When we had to watch, what was it, Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah.
And watching that, because I had assumed that it was like, more stock footage of people taken out of context, whereas I didn't know it was directed and they got the indigenous people to do certain things and stuff like that. And yeah, it's an interesting film, but you sort of go, the liberties that they took, I think, are more an expression of the time and what you could get away with selling on a film than like human nature. It's more, I guess, shining the looking glass back at nature itself, which is an important thing. But there's other films too, which what was it? It's not Last House on the Left. Wrong Turn. No, it was one of those early ones. I remember that there was a big thing about one of the female actresses saying that there was a rape sequence which it was too uncomfortable to do. And now they have
Spit on Your Grave.
I Spit on Your Grave. That was yeah. Because I remember seeing the water and everything like that. Yeah, you're right. So it's especially now, like as in we have intimacy coaches and things like this, and it's really important because we have to be aware that our protection, both on set, is something that needs to be upheld by everyone there too. So it's something that shining the light back at then. And it brings up, when we were talking about things on film, we've talked about Eraserhead before, but even earlier to that, you look at some of the surrealist films of the 30s and the 20s, and you think of some of the stuff that they're getting away with. But that's more me thinking in the idea of Mark Twain and Nikola Tesla sitting down with an X-ray going, hey, this is fun. You know what I mean? So yeah. Day of the Woman. Oh, I don't know if I've
that's
seen
what
that.
I Spit on Your Grave was originally titled.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fantastic, yeah. Awesome. And I don't know what the reference is, Warren Money. I thought it was Marty.
Back to the Future.
The
Opening line. Marty!
Marty! Yeah, that's great. I think, again, you do a lot of voiceover work around Elizabeth Irons. At least from a male perspective, a lot of the time, that's one of the, it's not maybe the exact go-to, but for voice actors, the Marty McFly, not the Marty McFly, sorry, the
Doc Brown.
No, Michael J. Fox. Is one of, at least in America, I know that it's for voice actors, it's one of the things where the money is made, because a lot of the times actors will have to do this sort of thing, or they'll be hired to make phone calls, sort of like you used to do with the singing telegrams, where you would on a birthday you would send someone over in a outfit to give them roses or chocolates or something like this and wish them a happy birthday, a little singing song. You can see in
Or
Clue.
to get shot at a door in a Clue.
Exactly, yes. So you can do that sort of thing, except it would be a phone call and it would be someone impersonating that person. Whereas now you have, what is it, I think it's Cameo and all these sort of things. I've just been watching a whole bunch of ones with Tim Curry and things like that on those, which is, really, really interesting. I ended up watching that full live stream of Event Rhiannon of the.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was really good to see. It was like, it was an obvious live stream, so there was obvious problems, but I loved the fact that all that was kept in, because you know the lines as well, and you know the rhythm and the cadence, and so you start going like this, and you're trying to feed them like and going, come on. I really liked it, and how they had support for each other. It was obvious, though, I think I was chatting to you off air about it, that you can tell the people who had on stage experience, and I don't want to say improvisational experience, because being in a theatre going, everyone's watching you and having them react and laugh to things that they're not necessarily supposed to react and laugh. I was doing Our Town with Tim Campbell, and a mobile phone went off in the audience, and it's set in like 1912, 1910, and so he just goes, "Oh, I'll just get that phone in the audience," or something like that. He said that, but it made the audience laugh. It was obviously out of context and a meta break of the fourth wall, but it allowed everyone to just relax and have that breath of fresh air that put us all on that same level. Yes, Robert Wood's calling out there, you can now do that on Cameo. They have a lot of different stars out there on Cameo at all different prices too, so that you can get birthday wishes, you can get support messages out there, little video conference calls and things like that. So yeah, check that out if that's your thing.
Yeah, my good mate Bill Mosley's actually started doing it too, so you can get an appearance from Chop Top from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, or Otis from, A House of Thousand Corpses or Devil's Rejects. He'll even go as far as to bringing back Luigi from Repo the Generic Opera.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's out there doing them now, so shout out to Bill.
Cool, fantastic. Yeah, I was actually just recently looking into Repo the Genetic Opera as well, so which is a lot of fun because, again, like, have you seen that one, Cameron?
Yeah, I actually quite like. There's a couple of songs in there I quite enjoy.
Same. It's one of those ones where it's sort of it does this sort of like wavy line of going. It's like almost uncanny valley in places because like some you're going, I'm really into this, and other moments you're going, oh, I'm trying to be into this. Other moments you're going, I totally just don't understand this about the plot. About he says, oh, well, I'm a grave robber, shh, and then goes then runs off, and like you go, okay, and it's one guy who does the whole so we probably both know it. It's part of a song that's very addictive, but is anyone out there in the chat, we won't say it, what comes in a little glass vial? Yep. What is the name of it? Yeah, because that was one of the ones I was
little glass vial.
Yes, a little glass vial. If anyone knows that one, Repo the Generic Opera is a rock opera which was done. I'm not too sure who produced it, but I'm pretty sure it's still available somewhere out there. But it had a whole bunch of different stars in it. It had Paris
Anthony
Hilton.
Head.
Sorry?
It had Tony Head, aka Giles from Buffy.
Exactly. Yes,
that's
it.
right. Yes.
Yeah, as the Repo guy. He wasn't called the Repo guy, as in his title was a specific title. I think it might have been the Surgeon or something. But yeah,
I'll tell you who I think they really underutilized in that was Sarah Brightman.
Yeah. The whole staircase bit and like motifs. I feel like if it had the chance of doing a stage operetta, like big thing where you go, okay, let's bring somebody else in who can flesh out these moments a little bit more in an operatic style. Then
someone's got it.
That's it. Yes, awesome, fantastic. Zydrate comes in a little glass vial.
A little glass vial?
A little glass vial.
A little glass vial.
And now that'll probably be stuck in your
like
head.
a battery. I'm going to be singing that to myself all night. Thank you.
It's so good. Now there are other works. I'll ask you. I'll not pretend like I haven't forgot it, and I'll ask you guys who played the the grave robber in that film, because he, of course, was the guy who was the co-writer for it, and he wrote two other things. He's written a couple of other things, and one that's in the works now about murderers in American history, and that looks really, really good. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. So check that out.
I remember there was some of the songs in I think it was Devil's Carnival that were actually pretty decent too.
Yeah, that's it. Because they had an awesome cabaret artist in that too.
There was two of those actually, wasn't there?
Yeah, because that's what I was. She reprised her role in that second one. But the newest one, it looks as if it's like an old west gritty two people sort of sitting down and singing, and yeah, it's old west sort of stuff. It looks really really cool. Whilst we give you guys time to find the name, I will also 2008. That's when it was.
Jesus, my Twitter account's going off right now. Just getting like all these notifications popping up in the background. It's like shit.
Yes.
Oh god.
Terence Zdunich.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, is that how you
maybe-
pronounce it?
Yeah.
I was like, it's Terrence. I could
yeah.
never
one of those
remember
names.
how to pronounce it. Yeah.
There's so many great characters as well in it. Like the Parvi character, I personally love. He wears other people's faces literally. Like he has staple marks where it's holding it on, but he's the whole time. Or characterization. They're very commedia dell'arte. For those of you who'd studied any of those, it's I think the 16th century or 15th century improvised vaudevillian style street cabaret done with masks in Venice, Italy, which has a lot of those sort of traits in it. Also, the guy who he was in Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio, and he plays like the head of the company, the organ
Paul
host.
Savino?
Sorry?
Was it Paul Savino?
Yes, Paul Savino. Yes, that's it. Amazing voice too, and he's in that as well, and he's in a couple of those other things. So yeah, just another shout out there.
Oh, random fact too, while I'm just throwing them down.
Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy from Scream was also in Romeo and Juliet. It was one of his, actually, I think it was his big break.
Oh really?
Yeah. He had pink hair. He played Samson.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
God, it's been so long since I watched that movie.
Yeah.
I got stuck with it all through high school, so I never have to see it again. It was watched like 400 times or something in like 4 weeks. So
Have you gotten sick of the Cardigans now?
Beautiful. What was it? Phil got it there with Terence Znudich. Yes. One of those fun names to say. And just while we are making a mention out there as well, if you guys want to play along in our 4th round of the Quiz Arena tournament, we have our questions tonight done by our illustrious Quiz Arena champion, Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons. So she's going to be playing along as well because we're going to be testing out the exclude feature. But you can go up against her to see if she can remember them all. Sweet. But if you are playing along tonight as well, we are going to be giving you guys the chance to win a $30 off voucher for the site of Neon Sign Designs. That's right, Neon Sign Designs, where you guys can get your own personalized design of an LED sign, which you can hang up just like you can see behind me up the back there. Like that. So yeah, we're very lucky to have them along, and so in our 4th round, we'll be playing for that. So yay, good fun. And the good thing about the LED lights is they don't have to worry about any overheating or anything like that. They're only 12 volts, so it's all...
Are you sure? Because, you know, your smoke alarms were doing really well last week.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's... Yeah, I hope I don't smoke it up too much. I've got it on and ready, but it's not even turning on. So yeah, I think I had to replace my batteries in the remote. But before we get into any games too, we'll have a bit more of a banter, but I did want to say... was it Robert Wood saying I'd play along for as long as I can? Got a show later tonight. Oh, nice. You got a show later tonight. Fantastic. Good luck for that. That'll be a lot of fun. Robert Woods as well was the director of An Ideal Host. So his film is playing around a whole bunch of different film festivals at the moment. And you can check it out in our link in the description below for that. But whilst I'm also talking to you right here, I'll have a quick gander at the Wheel of Fortunes for tonight, where we have a plethora of different games, ladies and gentlemen. We have so many different games because we wanted more choices up there. So just quickly go through them. We've got Monster Mashups. We've got Never Mind the Spicks and Specs. We've got D20. We've got Spin Again. We've got Chrono Loco. We've got Britney the Toxic Avenger. We've got Pop Quiz Hot Shots with Robert Woods' question. We've got Chicken or Egg. We've got Bankrupt. We've got Player's Choice. And we've got Viewer's Choice. So yes, Bankrupt is one that you guys might know from the age-old game of Wheel of Fortune. So we stole it off the board, and so yeah, you land on Bankrupt, and all the points go back to 0, which is an unfortunate thing. But we're going to try with a
Can't
couple
wait to
more of
get
those.
it.
Yeah, but the other thing is, I didn't want to put a jackpot up there, but we did put up a D20. So the game of D20 is based on a 20-sided die. Any of those who have played Dungeons & Dragons or any of the variations thereof, it's a 20-sided die, which when you roll it, you get any choice from, 1 to 20? It's not 0, it's 1 to 20. 1 being a critical fail, and 20 being a critical hit or a critical yay. I can't remember what the other one. It's a good thing. So if you were in a game trying to stab someone in a vital area, in the heart, let's say, and you rolled a 1, you might stumble and fall on your own sword, stabbing yourself in the heart, killing you. Maybe not that drastic, I don't know. But if you got a 20, you would completely succeed. Like a knife through butter, you would go straight through it, obliterating his heart and killing him with a weeping tear falling out of his eye as he says, "Why?" and collapses to the ground. You know what I mean. So what I want to do is, tonight's just going to be a sort of a segue into it, because I want to start doing a little bit more of those games of D20. And in Improbity, we used to play that where it was literally just like an open scene. Anytime I'd do teaching and we had a little bit of spare time, we'd play D20, and it would usually start off in the cabin in the woods. Yeah? You would start off in the cabin at the top, and at some point, I'd keep rolling, that's right, until I got a successful roll that opened up the trapdoor, in which case then it's your choice. You can either go into the trapdoor or leave. You know what I mean? So you've got plenty of choice at points for that one. So, yeah. We'll see how we go with that
because
one.
nothing bad happens in a cabin in the woods.
Exactly, yeah. There is a chance
Well,
that,
fun happens.
you'll most of the time, be confronted with a beastie or something like that, based on an item that you choose. But either we're going to test it out just by rolling the dice and seeing how it goes, or we've got, my copy of Tobin's Spirit Guide, which has got Ghostbusters stuff in there, which is also based on the Tobin Spirit Guide in the Ghostbusters game. So that we might have a gander at later on too.
All right, I'm going to do it. I said I wasn't going to say this, but Richard, I'm about to floor you.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I have never seen Ghostbusters.
Oh, no! That's all right. That's all right. No one's perfect. No, it's like, as in, one of the things I do like about the trivia aspect and the fact that we can share our knowledge about certain films is we'll always find new little hints and nuggets that are fun. And the fact that you haven't explored certain films just leaves that possibility open. Like, I haven't seen a lot of films, but I've seen a lot of sequences from films or scenes from films. So I'll be able to get the vibe from that too. Just as I'm sure you would have with the plethora of things that I'm sure around the internet now with Ghostbusters. But I'm not one of those die-hard fans. When the 2016 version came out, there was a Halloween party I went to, and so I made one of their 2016 Proton packs, which is sitting up the back there. And so, like, you know, it's a great piece of nostalgia that I remember seeing Ghostbusters 2 as a kid. So it's more where it comes from me, from that sort of point of view. But no worries. Don't take that as something of me thrusting all of the Ghostbusters games then on top of you, because I know that
Oh
you've
no,
seen
I want you
me
to bring
play.
it. I want to know how good I am.
No, yes.
I need a chance.
No, that's it, yeah. No, I love it, because Rhiannon, you'd seen me playing, and you were like, the amount of times you were just like, oh, just go this way or go that way, and I was like, that's exactly what I do when I'm watching it. So I'm terrible with those. Like, watch me playing a city builder, and I think I have a little bit more. Or, actually, Payday 2. That's a game I think I can do okay at.
I'd love to see you try and play Until Dawn, actually.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I'd love to play that one. I remember seeing the playthroughs of that, and The Last of Us, the first one of that. So those games, they look really, really fun. And that, I think, would be a lot of fun to play with groups of people.
Actually, I'll tell you one that is good for a group of people is one. It's called Phasmophobia.
I was
my
just
God,
about to say
yes.
that one.
Yeah, I've been playing that with a couple of friends, and yeah, it's great fun.
It's so good. So you get like the PKE meters and stuff like that in there, and the
Yeah.
Oh, see, that'll be a lot of
And
fun.
it's yeah, the amount of well, especially the first couple of times before you like really kind of think, oh, okay, this is how ghosts work, and so for a while I was like, why do I keep getting killed? Like, you know, and then I realized I'm running away, just swearing my head off the entire time.
Yeah, that's it. I play all of those. What was the one with the painting? I can't remember what it was, and I tried to play that by myself. It's one of those scare games, sort of like I can't remember, Amnesia, which I played with
yeah.
a friend. We were both in the same room, and we got to the water level, and where the shadow
Water
is
levels
in
are
the
always
water, and we
trouble.
just went, nope, nope, nope. Layers of Fear, that was it. Layers of Fear was so beautiful. I remember seeing the playthrough, and I wanted to play it as a game, but I couldn't stand it, so I just got freaked out and had to stop playing it. We've got mentions out there for Phil Robinson commenting on the Wheel of Fortune saying, "Can I have an E for Elm Street, please, Larry?" We got Warren Money saying, "Watch out for bears." Yes, K9 saying, "My mother lives in a cabin in the woods, so cool," and uber creepy. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I wonder if it's like off the grid, or if every now and then you have like one of those big switches where you just turn off, so you can go off the grid and feel uber spooky. You feel ill, just crossing over the two things, the cabin and the ill. What was it? Cabin fever. Oh, shivers up my spine every time.
Yeah, that definitely didn't need a remake.
Yeah. Oh, did it get a remake recently?
Eli Roth remade it himself.
Just him.
No,
That's the bit with the dog.
Eli Roth
did the
plays everyone in it
imagine
too.
shot for shot.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's just like, oh, he did not actually need to do that. I mean, it's not even that old.
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's because I mean I haven't seen the remake, but it's like, yeah, the first one I was just, I watched certain bits and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of uncomfortable. That's exactly what I want out of something Eli Roth makes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, good point.
yeah.
Yeah. Was it Phil Robinson upping the ante by saying next will be the Wrath of Khan that Ree hasn't seen? That's all right. We won't say that I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, haven't. Yeah.
Khan! I know that reference though.
Throw it out there. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm not actually big on science fiction in general, so a lot of things, whether it be Star Wars, Star Trek, or whatever, I just simply avoid because they just don't interest me.
Well,
Like, it actually took me
So
32
Richard, do you
years to
fancy
finally
doing me
watch
a
Alien.
huge favor and just making everything sci-fi in this?
everything sci-fi. Next one. Yeah. You've seen the amount of games I'll quickly put up there. It's all preloaded, unfortunately. I don't know if there's any sci-fi. But Hark. Hark is the game that we need to play with you. Yes. That's the one where you have to guess the sound effects. And most of the time, that's sci-fi based. But I want to say, when someone made the clear definition between science fiction and science fantasy for me, that's one thing that made me appreciate both of those two genres so much more. So, Star Trek was sold to me as the idea that Star Trek is science fiction. It's based on the idea, it hasn't yet, it's not technology or understandings that we currently have, but we can see them with what we currently have, technology-based alone, with what we could do in the future. We've already gone to the moon. We've already, got satellites out there and communication and stuff like this. It's not beyond our possibilities of being able to do somewhat of what the Star Trek universe portrays. With light speed, with teleportation and stuff like this. Still, hypothesis and whatever, but it is plausible. Whereas with science fantasy, they're not so much trying to keep those bounds of the scientific reality in planes of that. So you can have plasma blades that won't have to have any capping mirror or anything to keep the heat, or what actually that would be if it was a real weapon. You hold it next to their face and they're gone.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things I've always wanted to do is when I was doing stuff with the Sydney Stage Combat School and the Action Academy with Kyle Rowling, was to do a lightsaber fight with torches, or to do it, now with my understanding with CG, with no blades and no weight, mainly no weight. Yep, we can digitally put the blade in later on, but I want to do it where everything was ghosted, but everything was playing with the weight is all in the handle, because a lot of time when people do this, they'll either cancel out the weight in the blade and not the handle, so it'll just be like nothing, or it'll just be a very light stick, and so you still got air resistance, and so if it's light, it's got to be something completely... Yeah. My point was, so science fiction, science fantasy, breaking those two elements away, I love the fact that there is that element of plausibility in science fiction. I remember writing which I'm sure we've talked Spadgemate and Kevin Cameron at some point.
Oh, God, yes.
Exactly. But that had a lot of elements which I tried to end up bring into that. One of the races was purely science fiction, and it was the lizard people, it was from space and stuff like this. And so it was based on the idea of myth as well, because that was what everything had to do in it. But it's what we can possibly achieve, and so it's the standing on shoulders of giants perspective I like to see is science fiction. It's the optimistic hope of what the future could be. the when they said 1996, Lost in Space, you know, and it was the Saturn II or whatever it was taking off to then get lost in space. But yeah, it's that sort of hope. Whereas the Star Wars reality of the Star Wars fantasy, sorry, is the complete optimism hope where you've got like I was about to bring in multiverse, like you know where the Marvel universe is, but I don't know if which that would be in, and I hazard to say it's probably melding both because when you get into a quantum realm of science, unless you've studied it, unless you've done any sort of quantum physics study on that level, I don't feel like we could really, like, you know, hazard to say I understand it, like, you know what I mean? So I feel like it'd be melding those two.
I can drink a lot and pretend I do.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, you know, this is already hitting me. So, like, you know, you can hear my filibusters. But I'll just go back and do it because we had some great game references in the chat there. Warren Money saying, great game. I'm sure about one of them that we said there. Until Dawn is so good, Robert Wood said. Back for Blood is awesome. That's the new Left 4 Dead, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I played the... I think it was when it was on a beta. I played a little bit of it.
I missed it! I used to piss off people so much in the green room of Luna Park when playing that. Sorry. But yeah. So it's good?
Yeah. No, it's pretty decent. I mean, it's very much just like Left 4 Dead again, though. But it's which I mean, I didn't test it fully. I don't know if I can do what I used to always do to people in Left 4 Dead, which is, you know, everyone's struggling to get to the end. It's that last final stretch, and I'll shoot a car.
Yeah.
Set the alarm off, set everything after everyone, and then everyone gets to abuse me.
Is that the one where you've got to help people up and they like, you know, help?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's right.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't played a lot of like Payday 2 and Payday 1. It hasn't got any. If you shoot the people on the team with, it doesn't affect them. Then I played Rainbow Six Siege. I learned very quickly, like, you know, a shotgun's radius, you know. So that's so cool. We've got to get each other's handles because I suck at these games, but would love to play.
Sounds like a plan.
Especially what is it? Left 4 Dead? Is that the one?
Yeah.
That's...
Oh, the new one. Oh god, I've forgotten now.
Yeah, what's the one where you get chased around? You got to repair the generators.
Dead by Daylight.
I think, Dead by Daylight. Yeah, because I've got that one. So
I was gonna say, I think I've got that. I've never actually gotten around to playing it.
Sweet.
They've got a new killer out at the moment.
Is there?
The artist. Yeah, the artist.
Ooh.
I was watching a live stream or something of it earlier today, and they're kind of freaky. They send crows out to attack you.
Oh, nice. I mean, with that, the second I saw there was like Evil Dead themed ones, I was like, that's all I need.
Yeah. Well, that's it. The crow ability, or murder of crows in, what was it? I think it was BioShock 2.
Oh, yes.
It was my favorite one because you do like an electrify stun, then you do murder of crows, then you do something else. It was so good.
I think that was Infinite that did that. The crows. I think it was bees in the first one.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Infinite World too is. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's
that was
such good design.
I
And the
love those
soundtrack
games.
is so strong. Rhiannon's of the here in the chat, they're saying you're very successful at killing everyone in Until Dawn.
I kept them alive too, so I have achievements for keeping them all alive and killing them all.
Yeah. No, well, that's it.
I found I did the best keeping them alive when when my intent was to kill them.
That's it. Yeah.
I actually felt really guilty for killing Jordan Fisher's character multiple times. He was Matt in that, and he's sort of come into his own now and sort of becoming popular singing and acting wise.
Cool.
He was actually in Grease Live as Duty.
Oh, sweet.
So,
what year was that?
Grease Live was that...
Was that 2015 or that one?
Yeah, I think it was 2015 or 2016, somewhere around there.
Yeah. That was the like on the studio lot they went through and
yeah,
stuff. That was so good.
And another random useless fun fact about Grease Live, Leo from the Scorpions was actually played by an Australian. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
I may not know science fiction, but I know musical.
Yes. Well, that's it. Yeah, we're going to have an episode definitely where there's going to be plenty of musical references. Layers of Fear was, yes, there. I think it was a different director, but the same script, Robert Woods said, as he produced it. You might have a chance, Cameron. No chance with the Scream Queen, ha 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 ha. That's you. Warren Money, Escape from New York, 1997 was a reference that he yelled out there. And yes, Warren Money, you'll play Siege anytime. Yes, it's so good for just letting out steam. I got a new mouse though because Pikelet has destroyed my cable, and he bites the scroll wheel. So you'll see
Oh no.
whenever I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling down, but it'll like scroll back up every now and then. So yeah, I'm terrible to play with. So beautiful. So fantastic. We've got some gaming references out there. So we should start doing that because I do want to, before it's released in Australia, Ghostbusters Afterlife has been pushed back in Australia, I think until January something. I don't want to say January the 1st, but I think it was in America, it's December 1st or 2nd. So yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be pushed back till then. So hopefully, I'm going to be playing the game on online as a live stream so that you can see how terrible I am. But I'll be racing through that, so hopefully you can get a gist of that, because that in itself, like the Back to the Future game, is a really nice contained story. Whether or not canon you consider it, it still fits and it still works really nice.
I
Yeah.
have that Back to the Future game.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Just watching the playthrough.
It
Telltale
is.
Games.
Yeah.
Yep, fantastic. There's 5 episodes of that, and it's really fun to play too because you get to play with a young Doc Brown and all this.
Or
Awesome.
Carl Sagan, as he gets known as.
Yes. Yeah. Good. January 22nd. January 1st has been touted out there. They can compete for it in the chat down there. In fact, let's just solve this mystery. I'll go up there and say,
Well, keep me posted when you're going to stream it, Richard, because I'll definitely tune in to watch.
oh, nice. Yeah, well, I'd love to have a chat where you can tell me to do stuff because I'd feel a lot better than me sitting there going the whole time and having my think face on.
Yeah, sure. You know me, I'm up for anything.
Yes. Yes, you were right. Robert Woods, 1st of January 2022. Yes. Oh, and Robert Woods, January 22 is his birthday, so he's okay with that. So happy birthday for the 22nd of January. Yay! Awesome. Beautiful stuff. Oh, and of course, Robert Woods racked up some amazing points too. So he's another fierce contender for you there. So
Yeah, I beat him last time.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
them's
that's it.
fighting words.
Yeah. Well, it'd be great to get to a point where we can have a couple of seasons in this and we can actually have a panel show where we'll get all of the top point winners in the flesh in a live place. Hopefully, like, at a pub or something like that, where we don't have to
Yeah,
worry
where
about...
alcohol flows freely. Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be great.
Exactly. Drink responsibly, I think is what we're
Yes.
saying there. Yeah.
Rewardably.
But yeah, I mentioned a couple of times too, just because No Such Thing as a Fish is a podcast that I listen to, and they do a lot of these in pubs, and it just sounds like it's a great atmosphere, and I do think that'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, hit us up, and we'll hopefully make it a traveling thing in your area. Oh,
Well, actually, my area here is getting a pub opening in the 1st of December. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
because I do know they're quite scarce. I said that there's a lot, but you look at the old places that are on corners, like here in Sydney. I mean, every corner used to be a pub in the 1800s or something like that, even up into the 40s. Now it's all haberdasheries. Cool. At least Spider-Man coming in December. Yes, the new Spider-Man. Finally, the answer will be revealed. Will it have all the other Spider-Men in it? I think after the recent, trailer that we've had, where we've had the Doc Ock cameo in there, it's definitely playing towards one thing. But Robert Woods is still waiting on Dune. And James Bond came out today. Awesome. Well, there you go. James Bond. The new one came out today. So very good. And, good. Warren Money saying Perth's pubs have been open for about 1.5 years. Of course. Fantastic. Well, that'd be really cool. Yeah. I think that'd be a lot of fun, too, because that'll just support it. And it'd be great to do a live streamy thing, too, where we can get it to a couple of different places. Also, one of the films I've been waiting to see last night in Soho, yes. Got to see an earlier screening at that, at the British Film Festival. Did not disappoint, Robert Woods said. So, really, really cool. A lot of big names, and that's Edgar Wright's new film. I think, last night in Soho. So, yeah, fantastic work, and great to hear that it was not one to be missed out on. And Phil Robinson saying, all come to Tassie for a holiday trip. I like the sounds of that. I definitely do. I think it's all in there. We'll get Edgar Wright down there as well. That'd be a lot of fun.
Well, actually, if we're dropping just random films that people absolutely need to see, The Beta Test starring Jim Cummings. Holy crap, it is in my
I
top
haven't
3 of
seen
the
that.
year.
No.
It was at the Sydney Film Festival, and I believe someone correct me, Warren. I think I was talking to you about it because you're a Jim Cummings fan, but I think it's actually going on demand at the Sydney Film Festival tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 12th. I have no idea what date it is anymore.
Yeah, it's the 12th tomorrow.
Yeah. So it is an independent film. It is very much if you had something like Basic Instinct meeting, some really high tensioned thriller from like the 90s. It just screams 90s. It is amazing.
Now, when you say Basic Instinct,
I don't mean the Sharon Stone scene.
Oh.
Because I was about to say, I've only seen
I
one
mean a
scene
lot
of
of the
that
Michael
film.
Douglas.
But I feel like I saw the whole thing. No, I was going to make a reference to that because I was just going to bring that up on the Sydney Film Festival. But in the Basic Instinct reference, is it called Basic Attraction or Fatal Instinct? The comedic parody of that?
Oh my gosh.
That is one of my favorite films, and I'm pretty sure it has Scarlett from Clue in it.
Leslie Ann Warren.
I'm pretty sure it's Leslie Ann Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Google that. Yeah.
Oh my god, no, I've got to find it.
And the guy who plays the lead in it, I don't know why. He's sort of like a Raul Julia sort of actor. I don't know why we haven't seen him in more things. I'm pretty sure he was the bad guy in not Hunt for Red October. Not that one. But another film. But anyway, yeah, a lot of great films. And it's a comedy film. Hilarious. It also had the song Brown Eyed Girl in it originally in a sequence. They cut it out because of rights issues and replaced it with another piece of music which is far inferior in my opinion. If you can see it with that original piece of music, it makes it so much better, especially the ending where the what is it, the hamster or the hedgehog is dancing.
I'll be here forever going through her filmography because I'm just like, she was in Teaching Mrs. Tingle? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to watch that again.
She's amazing. Leslie Ann Warren.
She is.
I
so want her dress from Clue.
Yeah, and I think first seeing her in what was it? Happiest Millionaire. Yeah. Beautiful, amazing voice. All that, and Happiest Millionaire as well was what was it? The last film produced by Walt Disney before he passed away. Allegedly. Awesome. When WA borders might open. Yeah, must be heading east. Awesome. The film festival. Yes. Pre-order the beta test ticket. Awesome. I'm going to see that's what it's called. Beta test. Bring that up.
Yeah, it has landed in my top 3 films of the year.
Cool. Awesome.
And that is a lot coming from me. There's some really cool horror elements in it because I mean you all know that I love my horror movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely up there.
Cool.
So for months, we're trying to get in touch with the guy's team. We're trying to sign the guy to the agency. No answer. We're doing everything we can, trying to reach the guy's higher ups, everything. We're trying every possible combination of email address. Doesn't work. Nothing. All right, so I've been reading a lot about the Medici family. These guys, they got all the money in the world. They're secluded from everybody.
The Medici.
And I was like, these rich people, they don't have social media. You can't get in touch with these people. They don't have Facebook or anything.
The Medicis?
But you can bet these motherfuckers have Venmo.
No.
Oh yeah, bro. So I send the guy a Venmo request for 2 pennies to get his 2 cents about Jordan and I being his agents.
And that worked?
Fuck yeah, it worked. That's why I ordered champagne. We're meeting with his team tomorrow. Brave new world.
Is that legal?
What, are we gonna get in trouble? Excuse me.
You never told me anything.
Can we get a check?
Oh, cool. I thought it was going to be a trailer, but it was just...
It was just a clip, yeah.
It was just a clip. Cool. Well, we've seen the film now.
Yep.
By our standards. Cool. Awesome. So, yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Check that on out there. Have you seen The Wolf of Snow Hollow? Warren Money asks.
Is that the... I'm
That's
trying
another
to
Jim
think...
Cummings movie.
Okay, I
Wrote,
think
he
it's the
directed,
one I
he
think
starred
it is.
in it. Yeah.
Nice.
It is.
Yeah, I think if it's the one I think it is, I think it was when I watched it, I was not in the right headspace to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I had to do a second and third viewing.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. Sweet. Wormwood 2 is showing at the Sydney Film Festival too, isn't it? Phil Robinson said. I'll just look it up in a second. And K9, you were right, Armand Asante. He's the guy who plays the lead in Fatal Attraction or Basic Instinct. Let's look it up.
Fatal Attraction. Oh my God, yeah.
Fatal Instinct.
I remember watching that for the first time this year.
Yeah.
And after I'd finished it, I'm like, okay, I'm remotely creeped out now. Bill Moseley jumps in, is like, do a double feature with this Clint Eastwood movie of Play Misty for me.
Huh?
I slept with a baseball bat that night because I was that paranoid. So, you know, thanks, Bill.
Awesome. This is Fatal Instincts. This is the film I'm talking about.
Ned Ravine,
Police emergency, I need a vehicle.
a cop who plays by the rules.
All right, pull it over. You have the right to remain silent. Next, you waive that right anything you say. Next.
Lola Kane, a woman who plays by her own rules.
What are they looking at?
A lot of them have tried that suit before. You're the first one that's lasted this long.
Well, I feel honored.
Don't. It's broken.
Together,
Oh, this is so different.
they're going to ignite an animal passion
I'm flipping!
that will lead to the deadliest game of all.
You know, I'm married to a wonderful woman.
What is it?
It's sort of like a cat.
It's not enough like a cat, Ned. Did you ever consider that maybe you don't know women as well as you think you do?
MGM presents Armand Asante,
You stay away from my wife, my life, and my skunk.
Sherilyn Fenn,
Are you all right?
Kate Nelligan, and Sean Young
You tell me who
Sean
she is,
Young.
or I'll fuck
You're
her.
my sister! Your wife! She's your wife and my sister.
in a movie where one night of love can be fatal.
Oh.
Fatal Instinct.
Yeah, you guys watch your step. There's a lot of blood in here. Whoa!
It's a killer comedy. Directed by Carl Reiner. Opening soon.
Yeah. So obviously a guilty pleasure and a lot of silliness. It was Sean Young. Sorry, I did get that wrong. Sean Young, not what was it? Not
The other guy.
Nicole Brown. Nailed it. Oh dear. But yeah, it's a lot of fun there too. Perfect. Awesome. Groovy. Pikelet, stop biting the cables. Awesome. Saw fatal. Oh, you saw a Fatal Attraction in the drive-in. Cool.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. We still have, I think, a drive-in near us. It's somewhere at like Blacktown or something.
Yeah, I got one
Yeah,
near
there's
me.
one somewhere. I'd need to actually look it up.
Yeah. There used to be a whole bunch, but not anymore. If anyone on the Central Coast of New South Wales are listening, they might know of the Erina Drive-In, which a lot of people usually were told that that's where Erina Fair is. It's not. It's it was next to it. It's currently where a massive car park is and I think a water treatment facility or a substation of some kind and a gymnasium. But yeah, that's where that is. You can see from the aerial photos, which are publicly available. So yes, awesome. And there's still one in Perth. Yes, awesome, fantastic. Might even do that. We'll do a blob-based one where it's all from the drive-in.
I think last time I was up Erina Way, I was at like a horror movie campout thing, which was good fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That was back in 2016, I think.
Yeah.
Good
There's-
fun. I should chase up if they're still doing them.
Yeah, there's like a whole zombie sort of thing that you can do. Like in like some English ones, there's like cornfield ones you can do I've heard of and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one, a friend of mine went over to Warwick Castle.
What?
And yeah, and he was doing a scare attraction there where he was like all whited up like ghosts and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of fun. It was a different time.
Yeah. I was the worst person with some of those attraction things. I still remember one, and it was literally we're going through, and it was some tourist attraction thing in the UK, and it was they had a whole heap of they got a bunch of actors running around and trying to scare people. The problem is one jumped out on me, and I jumped back, and I just immediately went, "Oh, fucking actors!"
Yeah. That's it.
The poor guy who's trying to scare me bursts out laughing.
Yeah, cool. Have you
I
seen?
can't be half as bad as my friends and I. We do Fright Night every year down at Movie World. And
Yeah.
and one year they did a Friday the 13th maze. And I've gone down with two of Jason's biggest freaking fans who are walking in front of me in the maze, stop when they see him coming, hold out their arms and go, hug. The actor had no idea what to do.
Oh God. Oh,
He actually gave them a hug though, so massive props to him.
that's so good. It'd be great, like in that moment, just to like burst into tears and go, "No one understands." It's just opportune moment. That's good. I just got a weather warning as well. Oh.
Yeah, my phone's going off constantly with,
Yeah.
hey, guess what?
Actually, I'm gonna zoom out and see if I can see, because I don't really read the forecast. I just look at the radar. And so if I zoom out, you'll be able to see where, like, everything's sort of happening. I remember one time I looked around, and it was just this huge, big, like, storm cloud that was covering all of, like, Australia. So
Oh, I went to bed last night,
that's
and
currently what it looks like.
I was like, what the hell's that noise? And then 2 seconds later, my whole house shook. Then the whole sky lit up. I'm like, oh, great, storm.
Yeah, I love
Great.
storms, though.
I enjoy them too when Shadow doesn't leap off the floor and into the bed with me.
That's true. Yeah, Pikelet hates
Or
it.
40-kilo Labrador landing on you at 2 a.m. is not great.
No, that is not a fun feeling.
I'm pretty sure that's why Pikelet's just here at the moment. He's just heard the storming outside, and he's just like, into it. Oh, what was it as well? There was something that was mentioned in the Twitter posts of the meme that was spread around, and so I feel like I have to do it. I'll play. It's not an image in the background, ladies and gentlemen. It's an actual gramophone. So let's wind it up and play that song.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
No.
yes.
Oh, no. This is my mood bunny. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. This is all my fault.
I don't know if you can hear that. Thanks for joining me in the headbang. So yeah, it's awesome and creepy.
Oh,
Pikelet likes it too. So yeah, that was it. That was a little meme that was out there.
yeah, that was my mood bunnies. I have like a whole folder on my phone of just little rabbits doing stupid things.
Yeah.
And it's like current mood. This one will work.
So good. I better stop it now before it gets crazy. Oh, so good. Oh. It's amazing how they still work though. Like, it's just needle. It's just like vibrations. It's so cool. And heavy.
Yeah, it reminds me of April Fool's Day. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a song that plays in that one, isn't it? And there's a song as well in Evil Dead as well. It's old radio, and there's one in a game, and I'm trying to remember it because at one point I was going to put that on as the like looping end screen noise.
I've just got the scene from Clue.
Put on the ritz.
where
Oh, now
the cops come in and
yes,
they're all trying to stage the fact that they don't have two dead bodies in the study anymore and one in the lounge.
yeah. There's nobody in the study.
I'm just checking. Everything okay? Two corpses, everything's fine.
So many quotes. Nah. But yes, no.
Okay, I've seen the whole thing. There's nothing wrong with this. Are you sure? Yeah, this is America. It's a free country. I didn't know it was that free.
Cool. Awesome. Because that's the other thing too. I think the ability to turn around and say like we haven't seen something just allows more people to be able to share different things too by saying, oh, they haven't seen this. Because I think with the psychology of a lot of offense people take, when someone goes, oh, like that, usually it's from the point of going, you're missing out on so much, or like, that's what it's coming from. It's coming from love, as Michael Jackson would always say. It's coming from a place of love. So yeah.
You did that scarily well.
Thank you. I had to do it. What was it? At a emceeing as a concert, and I had to answer his like. But it's the same as what I was saying before. Michael J. Fox had a gig to do. We got to drive in as a in a DeLorean and everything, but it had to be dark. Like it was good fun. Haven't seen Clue. Warren Money hasn't, but that's all right. He's already gotten in there with Putting on the Ritz. So it was the music in The Evil Dead. An Indian Love Call was in Mars Attacks. Oh yes, that was the one. The moo.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Indian Love Call. Yeah, great.
It's been so long since I've seen Mars Attacks. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, that's another like sort of silly, chaotic film. The Martin Short scene just always plays over in my head. And the bit where like the finger gets bitten off is one of those like gore moments to me, like where it's just like, ah! I think it works so well because you don't know how the film is trying to make itself portray. You got, I don't know, serious president, but then you got Martin Short, like, just,
yeah. Well, that was the thing. That film was just such unbelievable chaos, and it made, like, so then you have these serious characters and serious moments. So you have all these comedy characters that can just bounce off it so much better. And suddenly they've gone from just being, oh, yeah, I'm the president, I am very serious, to suddenly they're the straight man in a joke.
Yeah, that's it. Totally.
Oh, Martin Short is amazing. Have you guys actually watched the series he's done with Steve Martin, Only Murders in the Building?
No, I saw a trailer for that the other day, and now I really want to see it.
I kind of binged it.
Yeah.
I got to the finale and I'm just sitting there going, I need a second season. Like, I'm jonesing for a second season.
Yeah. Absolutely. What's it called again? There's no murders.
Only murders.
Only murders.
Only murders.
And be prepared to listen to Selena Gomez drop a few F-bombs.
Cool.
I was not prepared for that.
No, I'm
wasn't prepared for Steve Martin to do it either.
Yeah, I'm all in it for the Steve and Martin duo. Yeah. I like how that works.
Have you seen The Father of the Bride Part 3 that they did last year?
No.
They did it. Okay, you're going to be looking it up now, but they did it as a an online thing because everyone was using Zoom. So they got the entire cast back together to do a Father of the Bride Part 3. I think it runs for about 20 to 30 minutes, maybe.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 25, 32. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know what you're watching tonight, Richard.
Yeah. There you go. That's the other reason I do love this is because I can always get a playlist in my head. No, that's awesome. Sweet. Yeah, totally looking that up. But yeah, them as a comedy duo too are just fantastic because again, they bounce the comedy, the straight man, funny man really, really well. In their Netflix special that they did, I love how chaotic Martin Short is. Just brilliant and a breath of fresh air. So. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, we've mentioned, what was it, Three Amigos before. So definitely watch that, but check that out as well, too. The Two Amigos, exactly. They should do it, like, bring it back. No, I was going to say that and do it with, like, the other guy. But now I was thinking some other person. But another drink, and everything will come to fruition.
Yes.
Yes. Why can't we all just get along? Awesome. Let's then, before I do that and get more drunk, let's get into some games. Why not, shall we?
Yeah,
We've got so many, so we might even, if we breeze through a couple, we might even have chance at more. Now, some of these song games as well, hopefully will work okay, but you might notice that there might be jumpiness. Yeah, Chevy Chase was the one, that was it. I blocked him out after the Dan Harmon phone call. But as the Singing Bush... was he the Singing Bush? No, he wasn't. The voice of the Singing Bush was, I want to say Frank Oz, but I think that's wrong. I'll find out later on. But anyway, we'll go into these games. So yeah, hopefully we can play a couple more of these. But if they do get a bit jumpy in effects, I apologize. And if the song ends up repeating, like sometimes the videos will stop and re-go because of sync issues, I'll just play it through YouTube because I've got them all backed up here. So, yeah. Let's have a go then. Randy Newman. That's who it was! That's who the Singing Bush was. Of course it was! Yes! Eat the apple. Oh, fantastic. Let's have a look at that wheel. So, we've got our wheel back up, ladies and gentlemen. A Wheel of Fortunes. Is there anyone that you guys want to land on particularly?
Try again.
You want to go
Yeah.
spin again? Yes. That's my
See if
favorite.
I can go for another round of that this time.
If
Yeah.
it comes up, I will forfeit the game for you, all right? If it comes up on the first spin, I will forfeit.
Yeah. So well, obviously we want to avoid bankrupt. I think is well actually we can't
That's
do
fine if it
bankrupt
comes
now.
up first.
Yeah, I was about to say. Hopefully it won't. If it does, I don't know. You get points. I don't know. It's reversed. So let's allocate. Let's say who should be our guest? Let's say Cameron, because you're our champ, Rhiannon. Let's go that Cameron's going to be our first spinner. So this one will be for you. We'll see what you land on. Hopefully it won't be bankrupt. It's time for another Brittany, the Toxic Avenger. So we close that, we close this screen down here, and of course we go into a fun game, which is all based around music. So, one of the things that I do love about the ouroboros nature of most things is that nothing's original, really. Everything has been done before, said before, done in that rhythm. So what this game is all about is mashing up. We have, I think, 6 different songs that we're going to be playing for you guys. And actually, just before I do that, I'm going to bring up the screen so that I can come back to this screen easier and it won't stop the music, because otherwise it'll get annoying. So if you guys do have a pen and paper or something to write something down there in the background, it might just be easy for you guys to quickly take notes down. So for any correct answers about any of the relevant things, we're looking for what the name of the song is, and what else? The artist. I'll look at it when I go in there because it's all written down and it's in a different scene than I'm currently in. So without further ado, let's go into the fun stinger of Brittany, the Toxic Avenger. So though it is Brittany, the Toxic Avenger, the principle is still the same, yet they may not be Brittany songs. Might not even be the same song of Toxic. I know we love the song Toxic, but, you know, we have to spread it around and there are other songs out there. So I thought we would have this go. So there's a chance for each of you to play. So why don't we do it this way? That was Cameron's spin. He landed on that one. So this one is going to be starting off with Cameron. So Cameron can get all the points for this one. But Rhiannon, feel free to help him out. And people in the chat as well, you can help him out too. We want to try and get the references that are in this. I think there's about 6 points that you can get for this. Cool? Awesome. And then after this, we'll be going on to another one, which is going to be Rhiannon's chance at getting points. Cool? Awesome. And of course, Cameron, you'd be able to help her out. Beautiful stuff. So let's go back into our screen over here and play our first mashup. And these songs are from DJ Cumberbund. We're trying to get the name of all the references in there. So listen up and play along at home. Whoop whoop wee!
It seems that the demons have summoned me once more to rise from the darkness. Not for a match, but for a war.
Chills right there. DJ Cumberbund.
Look out. Listen to me. Oh, God. I despise costing me destruction of innocent lives. War means tears to thousands of mothers' eyes when their sons go off to fight and lose their lives. War is an enemy to all mankind. The thought of war blows my mind. War has caused unrest within the younger generation. Induction, the destruction. Who wants to die?
Vengeance is mine.
Good God, y'all. Oh, war. Absolutely.
Am I supposed to be guessing already, or?
Yeah, you can yell
Oh,
out
okay.
wherever you like.
War and YMCA, I've got this so far.
Nice.
War can't give life, it can only take it away.
Although one of the, I swear was Super Freak or something earlier, but I'm not sure.
Place for the elderly. They say we must fight to keep our freedom, but Lord, knows there's got to be a better way. I said, war, good God, now.
Yeah, they're the only two I really picked up on.
Absolutely.
More references.
Said. It ain't nothing but a heartbreaker.
DJ Coverbun mashes these up.
Drink only.
It's done a great job, the War MCA
You
bit.
tell me. Say it. Absolutely. Stand up and shout it. Yeah. It ain't nothing but a heartbreak.
Do any other references?
Friend only to the Undertaker.
I've heard, yeah, the Undertaker one, but I can't for the life of me think what the song's called. And, that's original questions. Girls will just want to have fun.
Yeah. Maybe you can get more points.
Killing in the name of. Thank you, Warren. That was the Rage Against the Machine one.
Listen to me.
Doesn't matter War MCA. I love this. They're gonna have more. I get the feeling the ones on me, if I'm gonna just put my head in my
I have one mission, and that is to annihilate Nassau Coliseum.
Good God, y'all!
Or should it be?
Does the fact that the wrestler's the Undertaker count as one?
What was that?
Does the fact that the wrestler's the Undertaker count as a point?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, no, I gave you the Undertaker point before. Sorry.
Oh,
there
did you?
is
Oh,
another
yeah.
wrestler name though, so that was the whole video. Let's play it from the beginning because there was that other wrestler at the beginning. So I'll play it one more time.
It seems that the demons have summoned me once more.
Oh, Macho Man.
To rise from
Yes!
the darkness.
Randy Savage.
Not for a match, but for a war.
How can I miss Macho Man?
Right there. DJ Cumberbund.
And of course, like DJ Cumberbund.
Yeah.
Look out! Listen to me.
I love a hard cut. Beautiful stuff. So, in that round already, Cameron, you've got 6 points. So fantastic. Nicely done. Awesome. And so now it's your chance to help out Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons. Or maybe stay silent like she did. She was holding all
I'm sorry,
that.
I forgot what I was doing. I was just grooving along.
Ah, yes. So in that, we also missed out on the points of Cyndi Lauper, who, of course, sang Girls Just Want to Have Fun. He didn't say Cyndi Lauper. And he didn't say The Village People.
I wasn't thinking who. I was just thinking the songs. I wasn't even thinking of who did them.
Yeah. So there are a list of the artists that are sort of featured
And
down
Edwin
underneath it.
Starr, who did Wall.
Yeah.
It's too
Freaking classic. Richard, I'm going to need you to send me that now.
Yeah.
Honestly, props to Coverbud for the War MCA line, though. That was beautiful.
Totally right, yeah.
Well, especially the girls just want to have War MCA.
So that's all they really
How would you
want.
spell that out with your arms, though? Like, yeah.
Dead praying mantis. Beautiful. We have another chance. Thank you. Yes, we've got all the people out there. Randy Savage Moon. Was that Peter Moon? Was that a reference from, was it Fast Forward? I love Peter Moon on Fast Forward. Or Peter Boyle from Young Frankenstein. But I'm getting off on a tangent because now it's Rhiannon's chance and we're getting some points as we go into her song. Listen up and take notes at home.
Muy bien. Yeah. La estrella de lucha libre. Es Macho Man Randy Savage, no es Tito Santana, no es Ricky Steamboat, no es nunca.
Living la vida loca, de qué mal.
Nice.
Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Ride the tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Gotta get away, get away. Gotta get away, get away. Holy diver, get away, get away, get away. Holy diver, get away, get away, get away. Yellow water's clean. Get away, get away, get away. Captain the blue coming after you. Get away, get away, get away. Oh, what's becoming of me? Holy diver, holy
Call them out whenever
diamonds,
you want.
like the eyes of a cat in the black and blue. Something is coming for you. Look out! Race for the morning. You can hide in the sun till you see the light. Oh, we will pray it's alright. No! Gotta get away. Get away. Gotta get away. Get away. Get away. Get away, get away, get away. Holy diver. Get away, get away, get away. Yellow water's clean. Get away, get away, get away. Captain the blue coming after you. Get away, get away, get away. Oh, what's becoming of me? Holy diver. Holy diver.
What do you think?
Oh, it is Texas song. Gotta give it to Holy Diver. This is a let me just enjoy it.
Holy diver, you're the star of the masquerade. No need to look so afraid. Jump, jump, jump on the tiger. You can feel his heart, but you know he's real. Some light can never be seen. Holy diver, soul survivor.
Nice.
How do you like that for learning Spanish?
Beautiful, awesome. So I heard what was it? The ketchup song. I heard Living La Vida Loca
Holy Diver.
and Holy
Living La
Diver.
Vida Loca.
Yeah.
Shadow High. Oh, God. Mate.
You've been overcome by licks.
Yeah. Everyone say hi to Shadow.
Hi, Shadow.
Hey, Shadow.
and you have to say hello even though he can't hear you because the Shadow knows.
Does he?
It
Does
does.
Shadow know that he weighs 40 kilos and he's squishing mum? No?
Cool. Are there any other references? Who sang Holy Diver?
Who sang Holy Diver? Wasn't that Ronnie James Dio or something?
Nice. Yes, points. Awesome.
Shit, I actually did pay attention to Dad.
What about Livin' La Vida Loca?
There's Ricky Martin.
Yes, of course.
And the
Good.
ketchup song, I think, was Las Ketchup or something.
Las Ketchup.
I've got it literally in a CD over there.
Nice. Yes, you're right. Last Ketchup. That was it. Perfect.
Yeah, when
Awesome.
it popped up the thing saying Ketchup Girls, I was like, crap, that's what that song was called. And then when someone said, buy Last Ketchup, I'm like, wait, that's what they were called?
Yeah, I know. I just quickly did that twice. I was just like, no, that's the name of the song, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the beginning, we had the wrestler again.
Macho Man, estrellate, lucha libre. Es Macho Man Randy Savage, no estilo
So who is that, Rhiannon?
No es Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, some wannabe actor. No, seriously, I do not know my wrestlers, but I'm going to say Macho Man. I have no idea.
You can help
Randy
her out if you
Savage.
want, Cameron.
Huh?
You can help her out if you want.
I could, but we're tied.
Nice, you're right. You are tied. Beautiful, done.
He could help, like I helped him last week, repeatedly.
Yeah.
That is also a good point. You know,
And I would like to point out, because of you last week, I missed dinner. So you owe me.
Well, no, you got
yes.
to eat it.
Oh, yes, that's right. I was putting you off your food, wasn't I?
We just gave you the ability to eat it twice.
You know what? For that, then, I'll tell you, it was Macho Man.
Yep. So who was it, Rhiannon?
Macho Man?
Yes!
Which is what I actually said, too. So,
there you go.
Did you? Perfect. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear. Awesome. So,
It was
yes.
probably about the time Shadow climbed on me. So
Yeah. All I could hear was the licks, the lapping noise of the waves. Beautiful. So currently we have Cameron done effects on 6 points and Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons on 7 points. Nicely done. Yay! The games have kicked off. Awesome. Well, let's go into another spin of that wheel if we're feeling so enchanted. I don't know. Hopefully you like that game. So we do have another game of music choices up there, which is pretty much the same way we just played that, but it's never mind the Spics and Specs, which just has a nice little logo and it looks nice. So if we don't play it, we'll probably show you the sticker anyway. Beautiful. So let's go into another spin of that prize wheel. Now, I do want to mention as well, I love how we've got the interaction going on out there, and I think it was Phil Robinson, was it? Who was saying, yeah, monster mashup. So good. I always like to hear what your favorite ones are out there. And it's not rigged. I don't think I can rig this wheel, the one that I've got up there. Trust me, I've tried. And so if it lands on it, hopefully it'll be all the more. It's sort of like when we play Venkman Burn in Hell. It's the fluke of chance is all the more fun when we share that as a group experience. But let's spin that wheel. Awesome. So last time it was Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons' chance of spinning the whale. So now... sorry, last time it was Cameron's chance to spin the wheel. I was thinking I was going really, really well with doing two things at once. And then I was like, no, Richard, you dickhead. Beautiful. So now, Rhi, this is your spin. Here we go. Spinning that wheel for Rhiannon. Tonight already in the chat, and we're going to hear him again. It's going to be a time for Pop Quiz with Hot Shots with one of our previous guests, this time being Robert Woods. And he's going to be asking you guys a question at home, and of course our guest panelists here, and we want to see if you guys know the answer. Hopefully it's all lined up and it's not going to go wrong like it did last time, but we'll find out. So play along with us.
Hi everyone, it's Robert Woods here. I am the director of An Ideal Host, which is playing at the Sydney Underground Film Festival this month. I am a big fan of Christmas horror films, and I think the granddaddy of all great slasher films for me personally is Black Christmas, the original Black Christmas. So I would like you to tell me, what is the name of the villain in Black Christmas?
1974. This is the original film. Nice. So have you guys both seen Black Christmas?
Seen it, know it, giggling like an idiot.
Awesome.
I'll let you take it then, because my brain has just gone to mush.
It's Billy!
Nice, and Warren Money as well, adding in there as well, just like you said, Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons, Billy.
Billy.
Oh, that came out the year he was born. Nice.
Oh.
Billy Lenz, nice canine getting in there with a surname as well. Either that or
Nice.
they're just describing the thing that they were viewing him through.
And who was the police officer, as an added bonus, who actually got the call in regards to the call coming from inside the sorority house?
Ooh, I don't know.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Ooh, answer that just after we find out from Robert Woods as he answers, because we don't know if we've got the right answer yet. Like, you know, we could be right, but we don't know. We've got to hear back from Robert Woods because he'll tell us. So tell us, Rob, were we right or wrong?
And the answer, of course, on the other end of that phone, it's Billy.
Yay! You was right. Yay! Very well done, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome stuff on our game of Pop Quiz with Hot Shots! It was you, Rob. Nice, and we thank you so much for supplying those. We still have some more Pop Quiz Hot Shots rocked up and ready to go. And the good thing about the Pop Quiz with Hot Shots, they usually run relatively quickly. So we could have another spin of that wheel, yeah? Because you both got that, so I'm happy with both giving you a point for that.
Come on, someone tell me who took that phone call.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, we'll give you an extra point if no one can get it.
Haha, well done, Kay.
Ah, nice. Kay got it?
Can you even tell me who played him?
Nice. Okay, Kay's probably Googling away. Yeah.
Well, I give
can
you
hear
a
the frantic
hint. It
typing
links
from here.
into the Elm Street franchise. Anyone? Oh, come on.
Oh, one of them has to.
No, it was not Johnny Depp's Sard. But welcome back. Sard has come over from my Twitter account, everyone. So
Hello,
say hi.
Sard. Welcome in.
Hey.
Hey,
Welcome.
Warren
Come on
got
in.
it. John Saxon.
John Saxon.
So there's your Nightmare on Elm Street link to Black Christmas.
Hey, nice. Awesome. I'm just trying to find the link so that I can pop that in.
And if you want to link Nightmare on Elm Street to Scream, Joseph Witt was standing on the front lawn of Glenn's house, which was Johnny Depp's house after he went up in a geyser of blood. And Joseph Witt would go on to play the sheriff in Scream.
Oh, cool.
So see, I know my horror stuff. You can tell, right?
Yeah.
I did just put a link in there, but I've now seen that it's out of date. So I'm just going to put this in here. This is an ideal host, so you can check out his film. I'm just going to put that into the chat there. So hopefully that's the right link. If not, it's got the handle for you to find the Instagram account for an ideal host, and you can check it out over there too. Beautiful! Awesome, sweet, good. Okie day. So then let's go into another spin of that wheel. We're going back into it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Again, this is still for Rhiannon's chance. Whee! Oh no.
Chrono Loco.
Oh, you know I hate it. You know, it's just a bane of my existence. It's one of the things that, like, you know, every week I go, I really hope we don't, but unfortunately, we've landed on a Chrono Loco! So open up for both of you this time. You both get the chance at points on this one. We've got 5 films in front of us, and all you got to do is put them in the correct order, because at the moment they're currently chrono loco, and they need to be put back into order. So, yeah, let's come back into this screen so I can bring it up on the back board so that we can see it. A little bit of fun with the films that we've got there. We'll just read them out as we go up into it. Okie day. So, first up we've got Turner and Hooch. Next up we've got Once Bitten. Next up Sin City. Next Top Secret. Then The Descent. Do you guys know any of these films? Are you au fait with all of them? Don't know any of them?
I absolutely love Turner and Hooch. It's one of those ones that my dad and I just constantly sit there and watch and laugh at.
Yeah. It's good fun, isn't it?
Have you actually seen the new series that they've made?
Of which one?
Turner and Hooch. There's a new series on Disney Plus.
There is?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's
the images I found.
Josh Peck is playing him. So if you watched Drake and Josh, yeah, Josh is in it.
Oh, cool.
So,
yeah, I found photos of that that were different when I was looking it up. So that's now it makes sense.
There's a series now. So I haven't actually watched it. Yeah.
Cool. We've got an Olay. We've got a Top Secret classic from Phil Robinson. We've got Once Bitten. Yay. Rob Wood saying, I know all about Once Bitten. We'll have to add that to my list. And then Phil Robinson saying, how silly can you get, Phil? Oh, you. Beautiful. So, yeah, Once Bitten, Jim Carrey film about a vampire bitten on the neck. You know, gist. Turner and Hooch, detectives, and their, his partner is a dog. Sin City, you guys could probably tell me about Sin City.
I actually haven't seen Sin City.
Skeet surfing, yeah.
Well, it came out in 1872, and...
Yeah, in 2005, I know that much.
Explains why it's black and white.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally the reason why.
Yeah, but was it Alan Moore? A graphic novel that was turned into a film, and Alan Moore was the same one who did, I think, 300, and some other.
Was it Alan Moore? I think it was a different.
I think you're right. I think I'm wrong. I don't think it's Alan.
Yeah,
Moore.
Alan Moore was Watchmen, I think.
Yeah, different guys.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Thank you, Robert.
Frank Miller. Thank you, Robert Woods. Yes, thank you. But yeah, who had that very unique sort of style and stuff like that. And so when they did it, that was all shot on green screen. You can get a rough cut, like a 10-minute sped up version of the whole film, all on green screen without any of the effects. And they really utilized the digital red, the way it illuminates light, to make Elijah Wood's glasses shine and the blood shine in a thematic instance. Have either of you guys seen Top Secret?
I have, yeah.
I don't think I have.
Oh, you need to see it.
Yeah.
If you like flying high, I think you should see Top Secret. Yeah. It was made by the same people.
I feel like it might also be one of those ones, the second I put it on, go, oh, wait, I have seen this.
Yeah, it might be, yeah. It's like, what is it, Fatal Instinct. It's just silly. It's great and silly. And on the end there, The Descent. You guys are fay with The Descent?
Oh, it's a classic. I love it.
It's a great film. Yeah, it really is.
It is. What did you think of the sequel? Have you seen the sequel?
I remember seeing it.
I haven't seen the sequel.
I remember seeing it, but I don't think I enjoyed it because I can't remember anything in it. Anytime I'm remembering the second one, I'm remembering the ending of the first one. You know how they have that fake out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chocolate.
Well, actually, the fake out was included for the British release. I think the US release actually ended with her escaping.
Oh.
And then the fake out was actually the British release.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I much preferred.
It should have been a standalone film.
Yeah.
I've got Nightwish stuck in my head now, just the mention of The Descent, so.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. So I've written all these down and I'm just going to take a guess.
Cool. So, and people, out there in the chat, please feel free to help them out where you think that they go, which you think came first, which you think came last.
All right.
Bring it back up so you can see it all.
My order is Top Secret, because I'm pretty certain that actually came out before I was born.
Yeah.
Followed by Once Bitten. Turner and Hooch is third spot.
Cool.
I think Sin City came out before The Descent, so Sin City fourth, and then The Descent final.
Nice.
I have no idea. So
Awesome. So you're going to say that order?
yeah, that's my order.
Nice. Awesome. And you got that written down so I can refer to that?
I actually did write it down.
Perfect. Just in case, Cameron, you do not concur, which order would you think that they would be in?
You know, I feel like I have to mix something up with it just for...
Just in case, yeah.
Well, just in case.
What was that? I was just
Problem
going to say,
is,
Phil
I know
Robinson.
Sin City. Sin City and The Descent. I'm pretty sure there was only like 1 or 2 years difference between them.
No, so I think they both came out in 2005, but I can't work out which one came first because I saw The Descent in the cinema in 2005.
Okay.
And I'm like 90% certain that Sin City had only come out a couple of months before that.
Oh god, I hate the fact that I think you're right.
Robert was just asking.
My biggest concern is Top Secret and Once Bitten. I think Top Secret was 1984. 85. Like Once Bitten, I think was 85, and Turner and Hooch, I know it was like 1989. So
yeah.
Nice.
It was, yeah, because when it first popped up, before I even actually started thinking when the movies had come out, my brain was immediately like, okay, let's look at their hairstyles.
Yes, yeah, the hairstyles. That's it. Yeah.
But
so what
you know what? Just to mix it up, and I'm probably going to lose points for it. Let's just swap Sin City and The Descent around just to see.
Nice, good.
It's the only thing I can think of that could potentially be different.
Yeah. Totally, yeah. I
have no idea, but
yeah.
I think it's a pretty good lineup, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a great lineup. A whole bunch of good films. I only saw Once Bitten recently, and so that's why I put it up there. Because it's just like, I didn't know.
How amazing is Jim Carrey, though? Like,
he's brilliant.
He is. He's amazing.
He's fantastic.
Actually, I was playing one of the actually, I think it was the one last week that you were on, Cameron, and Richard, you pulled a face, and one of the girls that I was watching it with was like, holy shit, he looks like Jim Carrey. It was like an Ace Ventura face.
Yeah.
So, I do vaguely remember. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at photos now, and I'm just going, yeah, I'll take it as a compliment because there's
Please take it as
every
a
single
compliment
photo is different. Everything, like, you know, first one's just him going, other one's him going, nice smile, other one's big beard and bushy and stuff like that. And then this like crazy sort of like Nick Nolte sort of one like that, which is great fun. There is a film, I'm just looking him up because the film that he did before Ace Ventura: Pet Detective was one that I still want to see, and I've only just now remembered it. It's something to do with an ice mountain or something like that, or I don't know. That's something, viewing off air, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes, Copper Mountain. It was a TV movie. That's what it's called. Sweet.
That might be why I had no idea what you're on about.
Yeah, it was a poster that I saw on his. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, cool. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our order. Let's see if I can come back to Chronoloco, and we will find out which is the correct order. So, starting with the first film that came out, Top Secret was released on the 9th of August, 1984. So, correct position. So, you both got a point for that. Nice. Yay. Awesome. The next one to come out was in the year 1985, and that was Once Bitten on the 15th of the 11th. Nicely done. Yay! And then the next one to come out was 1989, which of course was Turner and Hooch. So, of course, you got those points too. Nicely done.
So let's see if I lose 2 points.
Yes. So released.
To be fair, I'm not that confident.
So released.
I'm almost certain you're right. That's the bit that's annoying me the most. I just had to do it differently. I can't just agree.
So you were right in saying that they were both released in 2005.
Oh, well, yay.
One was released in July and one was released in April. The Descent was released on the 11th of April 2005.
Oh, well done, Cameron.
And Sin City was on the 14th of July. So does that mean, Cameron, you got those points?
Yay.
Yay!
The irony, though, is if you go by US release, The Descent would have come out first.
Yes.
Sin City would have come out first, because Sin City was, I think, April release in the US.
I'm pretty sure the US release dates The Descent.
Either way, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, and I was wrong too. It wasn't April. Sorry, it was March.
Ah.
My bad. So yeah, but it was still the 11th, of 2005. Nice. Yeah, American. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So points abound. And you've taken over the first place leaderboard because we've got Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons on 11 points and Cameron Dunn on 12 points. So nicely done in our fantastic game. Yay! Our game of, what's it called, ladies and gentlemen? What is it called? It's called Chrono Loco! Oh, too much fun to be had. Too much fun, I say. Good stuff. So, with that leaderboard being there, I'll turn off the Chrono Loco backboard. And does that mean we've come to that point of the night where we're going to play a quick game of Venkman Burn in Hell?
Here you
Nice. So I have in front of me a whole bunch of cards. A green star, a black cross, a black star, a red cross, a black circle, black wavy lines, a black box, and another black box. Oh, golly me. Oh, gee. Awesome stuff. So I'm going to just shuffle through them down here. I'm not going to know which one I'm going to be holding up, and then I'm going to hold it up, and I want you guys at home in the chat and also out there in our panel to say which one you think it is. Okay, here we go. I haven't got any magical powers or any psychic powers, but I'm going to be trying to be using my extra sensory perception to communicate to you what this shape is in a way that is not in the English language verbatim form.
Shadow, darling, what do you think Richard's holding up?
Yeah, Shadow, what do you think it is?
He rolled over and started snoring. So
I don't know if there's just like a line, like an underscore.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to go for like let's go for a red cross.
A red cross? Nice.
I have no idea. I do not have ESP. I have ESPN.
Yes. Yeah, you got the sporting channels. Yeah, what
Leave
about you?
leave me with the sport.
Okay,
Yeah.
using my ultimate psychic powers.
Please don't go
It's
back
a
into
green
molecular
star, and while I'm in there, I'll take your pin number.
Oh, you got it. So you're saying green star? And
I'll go with green star.
Rhiannon, you said it was the red cross.
Red cross.
Yes,
yeah.
nice. Everybody else out there was saying, K9 said a black star. Warren Money says couple of wavy lines. Phil Robinson concurs and says wavy lines. Beautiful stuff. It was, K9 got it right, a black star.
I'm absolutely convinced that Kay has got ESP because she got it last week.
Oh, nice.
As well.
Awesome. Well,
So, okay, if
unfortunately,
you can tell me what the next lotto numbers are, that would be really appreciated.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you've won a couple of times. Yeah, I think that there's something awry out there. Either that or they're like, copying my IP address and watching everything that's happening on every screen.
Wait, you mean that I could have done that?
Wait, what?
Dang it.
Yeah, oh no. Someone out there might be smart and they might know how to do it. Don't do it. Stay hydrated. Oh, every time I take a sip of this, I just get a wave of where I don't know what I'm thinking. It's amazing. When drinking as a younger person, I never realized how the effects of the chemical really hit your body and bloodstream.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I've had that a few times where, now I'll sit there and be like, okay, I have hit this stage now, and this is when this stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah,
As opposed to before, where all of a sudden I'm sitting there being like, yeah, everything sucks now, man.
That's it, yeah. No, I've learned that. That's why I'm slowly sipping the same wine over,
yeah,
these
now I
2
just say
hours.
everything sucks sober.
That's it. Yeah, we just realized everything. Oh, there we go, and there's the lottery numbers. Perfect.
Thank you, Phil.
If I would love it if that comes up there. And 42 is in there. Good. Awesome. Good. We've got the number 42 in there. Perfect. Awesome stuff.
I do love that you put 13 in there, though, Phil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Us 13 babies have to sort of stick together.
Yes.
Phil, just to let you know, I'm copy pasting that just in case.
Just for the record, though, if that actually
Just in
turns
case.
up.
Yeah.
If I suddenly vanish and am never on this show again,
we'll know why. Yeah.
I'll track you down.
I'll just be conveniently as far away from anyone able to chase me up for stealing his numbers.
Yeah, that's it. I'm assuming if they know the numbers, they'll know how to find you. But also too, this isn't affiliated with QUIZarenaLIVE nor YouTube. But do feel free to go ahead and have a play with it. Hell, I'd even be. Is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Oh, there's one more number. Otherwise, try it as a phone number too and see who answers.
Let's just say gamble responsibly, okay?
Yeah. And drink responsibly too.
Yeah. Cheers.
But I was gonna say I found Bill Murray's. I don't know if it's really his number, but I found it and I was like, what we should do is we should just get drunk one night and on one of these and call him and just just say hey, and then hopefully it'll go through and we end up having a chat with him.
I have Kevin Bacon's number in my phone.
Oh, fantastic!
Nice.
We'll put the kettle on and we'll get those 6 degrees going.
Yeah.
Sorry, terrible dad jokes. But yeah, no, that's cool. The more the merrier. Tell him we want him as a guest.
Oh man, you'd never get rid of me then.
Yeah,
I love
that's
Kevin
it.
Bacon.
Awesome too. Well, we didn't get to some of the games, or do we want to have one last spin of the wheel? We are a little bit early tonight.
Spin that wheel.
You want to spin that wheel?
Bring it on.
Okie day. Well then, let's bring this wheel up here.
Also, because I'm still trying to locate my questions that I've been writing for this week.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. So let's spin that wheel one last time and find out what we're playing. It's a game of chicken or egg, ladies and gentlemen. So it's that fun time of the week where we get to ask ourselves that biological question, but don't worry, we've already answered that so many times. But this time, we get to see a new stinger as we go into our game of chicken or egg.
Start with an omelet or a hen. Oh, which come first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken or the egg?
Beautiful! So the game of chicken or egg, which
It was so cute, but my erotic brain just went so into a dark place after watching that egg explode.
Yeah, no, for when the yolk comes out, like, you know, my search history is terrible because I looked up squirt sound effects. Yeah. And you don't-
So I write sex for a living, okay? So...
I just imagine you were like a graffiti artist, just going around like spray painting sex on walls. Like the Ghostbusters
God,
symbol.
if I could get paid for that, I totally would.
Yeah. Oh well, another sexual reference. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, fanfare. Hey, if you ever want applause during sex, put on a live album.
Yeah. What are we doing? Chicken or egg? Okay, good. So we got our chicken or egg up the back there. Beautiful stuff. So, oh wait, Sadasim said something about an animation. I want to read it. Sadasim, the animation of the yolk coming out was suggestive. Yeah. I know, right? All right. The sound effect was even more. Yes, we got Warren money. He said he's eating pizza. So yes, you're not alone, Rhiannon Elizabeth. Same thing happened last week.
I spread it to you, Rhiannon. You've spread it to Phil.
Yeah. Now that's a song.
Oh, sorry, no, Warren.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the reference I found of this was from a show. So do you guys know what that song was from? That show? What was the name of the show that song was from?
Probably a bad time to bring up. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy laughing at yolk.
I'll play it again just because it's a new stinger and I've only seen it once. So let's do it again.
Start with an omelet or a hen. Oh, which come first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken or the egg?
It's the squirt sounds that make it. No, Ozzy Multipass's Flying Circus. Yes, Sesame Street. At least that's the one that's the reference I got it from. It was Sesame Street.
Ah.
Yeah.
My brain was going to like Looney Tunes level.
Yeah, it's weird.
You did that. I was going to like Molly Grubs and Lift Off.
Oh, yes! Molly Grubs off.
Molly Grubs reference. Fuck, I
Oh,
love that
I swear,
show.
like I remember that show creeped me out as a kid.
It creeped me out so much too, but I loved it. It was so good.
Yeah.
What is it about Australian TV shows as children that were just so creepy? Like, I mean, Lift Off with EC, the doll with
EC.
like no face, and
the bags that came.
Yeah, just no wonder Australians are so screwed up.
Yeah. Or the
That's what we showed our children.
Yeah.
Oh god, the Eye on the Plant. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, actually, a reference to because that then always segues in my head to My Stepmom is an Alien. Was that it with Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah.
Oh.
In a bag, the alien robot thing in a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was a great film too.
Yeah.
So good. So many. Awesome. So let's go into our game then, chicken or the egg. So obviously one came first. I want you to tell me which came first, the chicken or the egg. Wait a sec. Do we need buzzers for this?
Oh no, most girls tell me it's
Do
usually me
we
that does
really
first.
need
But
buzzers? I mean, we're just going to shout it out anyway.
Yeah, I know. True. Yeah. You either both get the point or you can go against each other. There we go. Okay, fine. Awesome. So chicken or egg? First one. Which came first? The decimalization system or the metricization system? Decimal system or the metric system? In Australia. In Australia. Down under, mate. Blarmy Stone. That's Irish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. More wine.
I'm gonna go with decimal.
You go to the decimal system?
Yeah.
Do you concur, Rhiannon?
Yeah, I think I can't tell you the year though, but
Oh yeah, no, I got no idea
No,
on the
that's
years.
right,
That's
didn't it, the
honestly
year?
a guess. I'm just like, yeah,
But,
that makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's find
yeah,
out.
I think it is.
Whee! Yes!
Yay!
It was the decimal system. You both got a point. Yay!
Huzzah!
Awesome.
Jeez,
Next one.
Phil got in with 66. Well done, Phil.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, Phil got it right on the nose. That would have been, yeah, exactly. My parents definitely would have known this one because they were in school at the time when the transition happened. For the 1966, it went from pounds, pillings, shents, whatever. There was a
Oh my god, I
poem.
know that stupid song too.
Yeah, yeah.
In come the dollars, in
Yeah,
come the cents.
cents.
To replace the pounds, the pennies, and the pennies. Yeah,
Oh,
something like
jeez.
that, yeah.
Carmen wearing a fruit hat. Oh. And what was it? We mentioned it on Twitter, but have either of you seen Kung Pao?
Of course.
Oh. Love
Such
Kung
a
Pao.
beautiful movie.
Such a good movie. Oh, so cute. Bye-bye. So good. I love it. And what was it? I love it. Steve Odekirk liked it, so I was just like, yay, recognition.
Yes.
He was, of course, I think he was the writer and director for Ace Ventura 2. I think it was 2. Yeah, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2. Yeah, an awesome, crazy mind, brilliant. Check out Kung Pao if you haven't seen it. I had the Chosen edition on Kung Pao. That would have been so cool. Chosen
I'm
one.
insanely jealous.
That's so cool.
Super
My ass. Betty. Awesome. So next one.
Should have gone with A.
Yeah. Which came first, Dick Sargent or Dick York? This is, of course, pertaining to a certain TV show. Yes, Bewitched. When Nature Calls. That's right. That was the name of. Ace
God,
Ventura
I
2.
loved Bewitched.
So good.
Oh, so cool.
So this might be a generational thing that maybe others might know, or if you've binged the whole season.
I'm gonna side with the comments and say York.
So you're gonna say York?
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice. And what would you say, Rhiannon?
Actually, I think it was Dick York played Darren the most. I think it was actually Dick Sargent who played him originally.
Nice. Let's find out.
Because someone suffered an injury. Oh no! Wait a second. I don't know. One of
Just
them
while you're
had an
thinking, Phil
injury and
Robinson's
had
mentioned
to...
the rhino birth in Ace Ventura 2, which I think is hilarious. And there is a video I saw on my YouTube feed today where someone has done a deep fake of William Dafoe on his face.
Actually, now
so
that you
funny.
mention it, now I'm gonna have to check my Facebook because I remember a while back I set down as like the very first thing on there is event birth, and I chucked the picture of the rhino birth there.
Yeah,
and now I'm very
York
curious if
had
it's there. I
about
mean,
that,
I'm
but-
gonna have to sit there and scroll for like several years of cringy content.
Yeah. Yes. Awesome. Sadazim.
No, it was actually Dick York because he injured his back actually on set, and it ended up degenerating so badly that he couldn't continue.
Yeah.
So he was replaced by Dick Sargent.
So you're
who
both
took
going
over for the rest of the show.
Going the York.
So you're both going York. Awesome. People out there, I'm sure, concur. Let's find out which came first. Which Dick was first? It was Dick York. Nicely done. Points abound. From 1964 to 1967. And Dick Sargent went from 1970 to 1972. Okay, which Dick came first?
Mine.
Wait a sec. From a biological perspective, wouldn't it have been the clitoris? Anyway. Let's go into which came first in Australia, Mint Slice or Tim Tam?
Oh.
Oh, shit.
They taste very different from shit, but one slightly mintier than the other. Which came first? That song's in my head now.
I'm going to base this entirely on my mum's preference.
Cool.
So I'm going to go with Mint Slice.
Mint Slice, yum. You can never go wrong with a Mint Slice. It's like the after dinner mints. They're just always good. Although I have found
I'm basing that because I'm like, well, she likes them more than Tim Tams, so therefore, yeah.
I find them more consistent. I'll usually buy a packet and I'll just eat the whole thing. And so at least halfway through, I'll get used to the taste or just go, oh, it all tastes like Tim Tam. Where at least with Mint Slice, you've always got like a 3-choice mix.
You say that, but the problem is I'm more a Tim Tam person.
Yeah, true. Well, having said that, are you double coat? I'm always a double coat or nothing Tim Tam.
Oh, it has to be.
It has to be, yeah.
It has to be. The second that came out, it changed the game.
It totally did, yeah.
Yeah.
Although heat, I think, is the biggest problem. That would be my one downfall, I think, for living up north, like, in the tropics where it's beautiful weather, but eating chocolate would just be like... That specifically.
Actually, I do remember we had I think it was last year when it was really hot one day. I went into a little corner shop and it was just, you saw like all the chocolates on the wall were just sitting there like this on the shelf.
I'm just looking up because K9 said that they haven't got the Mint Slice. It's from the Arnott's company, so it's I'm sure you would have one. I'm just trying to find what would be the equivalent, but you would have something like the exact same Mint Slice cookie thing, I'm sure. So literally just like a chocolate biscuit and mint covered in chocolate.
Yeah. That's a brilliant description. Mint.
No, I didn't want to say phlegm. Sorry, Warren, if you're still eating. Awesome. But yeah, shout us out if you do find out what a Mint Slice is, because I'm pretty sure it would be just the same sort of thing, just different chemicals, ingredients. So what were you going to say? You were going to say Tim Tam?
I was saying Mint Slice.
You're saying Mint Slice? And Rhiannon?
Yeah, I know that the Tim Tams came out in the 60s. That's all I know, because I don't actually eat the Mint Slice ones. So
yeah,
I might actually just go Tim Tams.
So you go Tim Tams?
I'm pretty certain I'm wrong, but
that's all right. Let's find out.
I kind of want one. Should I go get Mummy a Tim Tam?
Oh,
unfortunately,
they are the same age as my mother too. Jeez.
Nice. Yeah, it's true. But still, both so delicious. What was it? If ever you're driving through Strathfield, there's like the massive factory, the Arnott's factory, that was operating until I think the mid 80s, and now it's a bowling alley and a DFO. But yeah, it's still got the big sign of Arnott's and stuff like that too. But anyway, for me being an Aussie living in Sydney, that was like one of the quintessential things that was just like, Arnott's is Australia.
And yes, actually, that Warren did get that right. It is Thin Mints in the US.
Thin Mints, perfect, awesome. Thank you for that. Yes, Thin Mints, perfect, awesome. Well, let's find out what is up next on our next chicken or egg. Which came first, Microsoft or Apple?
What you wouldn't give to go back in time and just like throw $10 into stock or something.
That's it. Yeah. Or wouldn't you be upset if you went back and you invested, unfortunately, like in apples, as in the fruit? Like, so,
oh my god.
Yeah, and you came back and go, I'm a millionaire, and then you just got like a house made out of pulp.
I think I know the answer to this one. I'm pretty sure it's Apple, because from watching Pirates of Silicon Valley.
I'm not sure.
Nice. So you're saying Apple, Cameron?
I'm pretty sure it was Apple /
No, I'm gonna
Macintosh.
go with Microsoft.
Yeah.
And you're going Microsoft, Rhiannon?
I think Microsoft. Oh, that was like what, 1974 95.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure, what was it? It had something to do with the operating system was taken by one of them and developed, like, for the public, I think, for the other one. I'm not going to say the names because I might reveal it, but let's find out. It was Microsoft, so Rhiannon, you got the point.
Wait, what?
1975.
Oh.
Nicely done. Awesome. I haven't been taking points off because in the last one I was sort of like, maybe I'll take I should have been doing it because we did that first round. We got a lot of points. But I still haven't because it would have been equal now. So you're not though. Aha. Yeah, because what I heard was, my understanding of it was that Apple, or at least the precursor to Apple and things, they had developed an operating system, but Microsoft got a copy of that or was able to get that code and develop it in their Windows-based sort of system and made it more
available to
available,
so they
but
weren't
also
building their own
user-friendly.
computers for it. Yeah.
Yeah. But because Apple had, I think, the graphics or user interface, it was like the first thing to incorporate color or something like that into their monitor and something, and they separated the keyboard. They each had their own sort of things, but yeah. That's where I would have gone with that. So good work. Next up, let's find out.
I think I need to rewatch that movie now.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, there's so many.
Because now I'm just like, that movie has failed me.
Yeah. Which came first? Our last question in Chicken or Egg in Australia, was it the EA Falcon or was it the VN Commodore? Woo! Aussie cars.
Oh man, I have no idea.
Neither. Well, I do because I
drive a Mazda, people.
I mean, the worst bit is it's like, I don't know, like, is there anyone in Bathurst watching this? Because I'm heading there next week and I feel like I'm going to get beaten up for getting this wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, good point. Well, that's it. I feel like you've got to calibrate with people when it's obviously a contention for friendship. When someone's like, "Wait, are you a Ford or a Commodore person, or Holden or a Ford person?" And I'm like, I don't give a shit.
With the Falcon.
Having said that, I did drive.
I'll go with the Commodore
both, and the Commodore I drove was far better. But
yeah,
they were both secondhand.
My car's gonna leave them for dead anyway. I got a turbo on mine.
I was about to say, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got a real car, none of this secondhand shit.
Well, the guys in my estate, they're all idiots. They all drive these V8s and they sit at the lights and they just rev their engine. So I flip my car into sport mode and take off.
Yes.
Link these guys for dead.
But
I'm racing for pinks.
That just ruins their tires, or it'd have to be bad for the gears or something.
Oh, it ruins their egos.
Yeah, it just they shrink back inside and get all wrinkly.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay,
Especially
so
when
does
Shadow
anybody
sits in
else
the back
out
seat.
there? Anybody else as a rev head might know which came first, the EA Falcon or the VN Commodore? So this isn't, I don't think this is saying the if Ford or Holden came first. This is two specific brands.
Just these specific ones,
I think
yeah.
So yeah.
Well, Rhiannon went with Falcon just so, even though I get the feeling she's probably right, I'll say Commodore just to be different.
Nice, just to mix it up. I like it.
No freaking idea.
Awesome. Let's find out which came first. It was the EA Falcon.
Oh my god.
By a lot less time than I was expecting.
Nice. So you got that right, didn't you, Rhiannon?
Yeah.
Nice.
Coincidentally, I was actually thinking 88. I was thinking
Perfect.
88 or 89, so...
Yeah.
Dang.
It was only like a couple of months, so very nicely done. Hasn't really helped us out on the points, though. We've both got 13 and 13 in our
tied.
game of Chicken or Egg. Awesome stuff, though. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing a little bit more of the Chicken or the Egg in future games.
Start with an omelet or a hen. Oh, which come first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken or the egg?
And like a razor head sort of flashes I had there, like with that whole baby at the end. Sorry. Cool, awesome, sweet. Well, let's chuck it over to you, Rhiannon, because I do believe you have a couple of questions for us.
Oh, I certainly do. Let me bring it up on my phone, which I turned off purposely for this.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds to get through. Alrighty, this one here, true or false?
Yay!
False.
Wait. Technically, wouldn't it have been? She's asking a question. Is that true or false? So it would be true because she's asking the question, wouldn't it? So I'm going to take a point off. Cameron.
Life is a lie. False.
Awesome. Sorry. Go for it.
Oh shit. Okay. I apparently need more alcohol to deal with you boys.
Yes.
Okay. So, true or false? A teen can be seen reading the book Jaws in Jaws 2.
Oh, cool. I feel like because I'm the host, I should go the opposite and give the grace up to Cameron. So whichever you say, I'm going to go opposite.
Okay, I'll go with true.
Awesome. I'll go false.
Well, congratulations, Richard. You get a point.
Yay! Awesome.
It was false.
Awesome. And by the way, those of you playing along at home, the way it works out, if I get points, I take the points off you. So yes. So unfortunately, Cameron, you lost a point then again too. Sorry. Awesome. I like this. Next question.
All right. So, in 1997, the movie The Ugly was released. What nation released it?
The Ugly.
It is a psychological thriller and one that I do highly recommend, to the point that I've actually sent this film overseas to multiple people to go and see it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I haven't seen it. I'm screwed.
I haven't seen it either. But
okay.
it's the country. I'm not going to look it up because I was about to look it up because I want to find it later on.
Well, actually, Richard, you'll find it on my Instagram if you go into my little horror quiz.
Oh, perfect.
I'll go with what Warren said and say New Zealand.
Awesome. And I'm going to Instagram. Sweet. So, Warren said New Zealand, so Cameron's saying that one. And
yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be able to find it in time, so I'm just going to say
No.
Mauritania.
Well, it is New Zealand.
Hey, nicely done.
It is,
Cameron got
and
the
it
point.
is one of those films.
Points, please.
Points. Yes.
The Ugly was actually featured in the documentary, well, not even a documentary, I suppose, but Boogeymen the Killer compilation. So they showcased 20 different serial killers in Boogeymen the Killer compilation, and Simon from The Ugly is actually featured.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to check that out, especially the New Zealand film. I think the last big time that a New Zealand film came out that was horror was that sheep one.
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep. Yeah,
Yes.
I loved that. That was so
Beautiful
much
movie.
fun.
Well, the Ugly is really dark, really screws with your head. I had to watch it about 3 times just to get my mind around it, but it is a phenomenal film.
Cool. Awesome. I'm intrigued. It's
Definitely
going to be
check it
fun.
out.
We should do a broadcast watch. We all sit down and watch it like a Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh,
I
yes.
will happily do that. If
Yeah.
someone can set up my multi-region DVD player for me, by all means.
Well, one of the things that I was trying to do, and because Saul and I were talking about this, getting some old cinemas or old theaters and doing something like an event in them. Because that would be great, wouldn't it? Just to be able to go.
I have a couple here in Brisbane that would be very helpful.
There's one down the road at Hurstville, but it's recently just got bought by a developer, and so it's it's in that intermediary stage. But yeah, the good thing about that is you just say hire it for a night, and you just do it on that night, and it's a
Yeah.
so that'd be a
Hey,
good one.
I'm down for that.
Awesome.
Classic films, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this one will be for Heads Will Roll if you get this one wrong.
Ooh.
Which actor was the Headless Horseman in Sleepy Hollow?
Oh, I know this one.
Oh, it's been way too long since I've seen it. Shit.
I'm sure you could
I
do a
actually
good
really
impression
enjoyed
of him.
Sleepy.
I could do a good impression of him.
Mm-hmm. Or anyone, everyone does. So.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Christopher Walken.
Yes. Nice. And it was just before Warren Money got it, so you got the point. Yes. Nice.
Okay.
But he was
What is
riding
the
a
name
horse
of
in
the
that one, sorry. He
town?
wasn't walking. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my dad jokes were bad. You can be
Oh my god.
That says a lot, because I post a lot.
Yeah. I haven't paid any child support, so I don't know where they are, but... Beautiful. Hey, Phil
I'm not
Robinson got
saying
that in
the
there.
first thing
Sayed
to them.
Azim, Warren Money, all of them knew Christopher Walken. Very well done.
All right. Well,
They
this
don't need
one's
no
going
more
to
cowbell.
challenge you. What is the name of the town in the movie Disturbing Behavior?
Ooh. I haven't seen Disturbing Behavior.
Neither, and that's the bit that's getting me now.
The film came out in the 90s, sort of in that mid-slasher era, so from, say, 96 to 99.
What was the question?
Stars Katie Holmes, Nick Stoll, and James Marsden?
What was the name of the town? Was the question, was it?
The town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gatton's coming to mind, just chilling the corn.
Well, would you like me to give you 4 examples?
Yeah, let's go with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so type 1, 2, 3, or 4 in chat when you get it. So 1, Antonio Bay. 2, Woodsboro. 3, Southport. 4, Cradle Bay.
And what was the name of the film?
Disturbing Behavior.
I'm going to go with, what was it, Woodsport, I think you said was one of them?
Antonio Bay, Woodsboro, Southport, or
Woodsboro,
Cradle
yeah,
Bay.
I'll go with Woodsboro. That sounds horror-ish.
Nice.
Well, it is horror-ish because that is the town in Scream.
Ah!
That's why it sounded familiar.
But Kay got it. It is Cradle Bay.
Cradle Bay, nicely done, Kay.
Oh, I can't believe I just did that.
And thank you for playing with me, Warren Money, by adding the numbers in there too. Because I put in 2 and I was like, I don't remember what it was, but I remember it was selection 2. Nice.
Okay, so here's just one random one.
Mm-hmm.
In the movie Identity, what date was every character's birthday?
Ooh. Identity. What was every character's birthday?
And it's just the date. I'm not looking for a month. I'm just looking for a single date. So you have a choice between 1 to 31. And yes, Phil, Antonio Bay is in the fog. And Southport is from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Nice. I'm going to pick
down the road.
A random number then, and I'm going to go 13. Not so random, I guess, is it?
28.
You're going to go 28.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyone in chat? Which birth date did everyone in the movie Identity have? It's a good film, though.
It sounds good.
It's John Cusack. All these strangers rock up to a motel, and they've all got one thing in common, and it's their birth date.
Cool. Because I was about to say, what was it, that room number such and such that he was in?
1408.
Yeah, it was coming to mind, and now I'm blending the two and Clue, so it's...
Well, Jake Busey was in it as well. Gary Busey's son. Ray Lolita was in it as well.
Yeah.
I want to say Amanda Peet, but I'm not sure.
Debussy. Oh, so good.
Everyone's close, but no cigar.
So it's not November the 4th, it's not the 7th?
No.
Let's just shout out other numbers. Cameron, go for it.
10.
10? Because 10 would be correct.
Hey,
What?
you got it! Yes!
What?
Yes! I love it. Love it so much. Beautiful. We're back to being tied again.
Yay!
Yes! Awesome stuff. Well, if that's the case, maybe why... No, we won't. I was going to add too many points there and just play a random D20. Instead, though, because we're about running a bit late into it, we might go into our Quiz Arena tournament. Yeah? That was your 5 questions, was it?
It was.
Awesome, good.
Yeah.
I'm still drinking, so I'm not too sure. I hope I'm not cutting you off.
No, you got 5.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much. That was awesome. And great questions in there.
And there are more on Instagram if y'all want to have a look.
Yes, check her out. Awesome. Whoop.
And you want me to actually compete in this, don't you? So...
you don't have to, but I was just thinking we'll test out the thing to see if it's locked off.
Well, let's give it a test.
Cool. Okie day. Beautiful. I'll do the T's and C's. Oh, I just have to sort of do it off the top of my head again. Beautiful, awesome. So yes, we are going to be going into our 4th round of the Quiz Arena tournament, where you guys get to play along at home. There's going to be 10 multiple choice questions of all film genres, not just horror. And to play along, all you need to do is type the number to the corresponding answer into the chat on the side there for it to be registered. It's all being done by the Live Reacting website, and it'll all be calculated in that, at the end of which it will choose a winner, and it'll spit it out at us, and then we'll be able to give you your prize. We have excluded a couple of the previous winners. I think Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons, Cameron Dunn, and Phil Robinson are up there at the moment, just because you've won a lot of prizes very recently. So if you have won the prize, it will usually go to the next episode where you won't be able to win again. Please do play along. It just means that you won't be able to come first. Yeah? But we do encourage you all to play along at home. What else? If you are our Quiz Arena tournament winner, send an email to rushcutterentertainment@gmail.com and we will give you a code word to put in the comments underneath the video, in which case when you do that, we will find out that you are not one of the body snatchers and we can confirm you that you're not a bot, and then we can send you out your code or get your address to send you out your prize or whatever. And then that will hopefully all be good. You'll have 5 working days to do that. And yeah, that'll be all well and good. Like I mentioned before as well, this Quiz Arena Live is not affiliated with YouTube, and the quiz is all us. So please do send any love, questions, queries, complaints to rushcutterentertainment@gmail.com. Beautiful stuff. I think that's pretty much all I needed to say in there. Let's start off the thing. The timer. That's what it's called. The timer, so that we can give you guys just a little bit of time. So we've still got about 1 minute before we go into it. And we'll come back over here, and I'll bring it up onto our screen. So
I just realised I should have put my background as Silent Hill after all those photos of my place.
yeah. No, I love it. The Raccoon City's awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. So we're going to play with a couple, new images in the background there too. So if there's anything you guys wanted to mention before we jump into our quiz, you can go for your life.
Well, actually, I do have something randomly useless for the day.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers Castaway?
Yeah.
Wilson from Castaway was sold at auction today. And sold for over $420,000.
Whoa.
I have for $120,000.
The ball, Wilson.
The ball, Wilson.
Yeah.
So the actual prop from the movie sold for I think it was $421,000 or something.
Jesus, that's insane. That's awesome. But I think that a lot of people probably want that as memorabilia. Beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go into our Quiz Arena live tournament. Play along at home. Great stuff. Still have about 10 seconds before we get into it there. Awesome stuff, and should be some fun. So yeah, feel free to play along at home, out there in the chat, and of course our guests too. Point on for correct answer, point off for incorrect answer. So our first question is, which David Cronenberg movie was originally a project for Tim Burton? 1. Videodrome, 1983. 2. The Fly, 1986. 3. Scanners, 1981. 4. Dead Ringers, 1988.
This is going to be really bad. I know I wrote this question, but Jesus, do you think I can think of the answer?
I know, there's so many good ones down there.
I'm just picturing some of these as a Tim Burton version.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even think of that.
I'm just pleased to see Jeremy Irons is back in horror at the moment. He's working currently with Tobin Bell.
Oh, cool. Great. No, it wasn't Tobin Bell. It was the Australian actor who played Zod. He was in Last Night at Soho. Last Night in Soho, I think. I saw his photo. Anyway, let's go into it. Cameron, do you know what it could be? Or feel free to talk us through?
I'm going to guess The Fly, just because that seems like a hilarious concept.
Nice. Yeah. I think that would be probably the most out of all of those. I would want to see the Tim Burton The Fly.
Yeah.
Nice. And Rhiannon, do you remember?
Yeah, I actually did. I typed into it, so I go with The Fly.
Nice.
I don't think I
Awesome.
do actually appear on that, so cool.
No, it will still appear. It just won't let you win, is what I've been told. Yeah. So we'll see.
So in other words, enjoy your prize you'll receive.
Yeah. Well, at the moment we're still tied 14 and 14 because Cameron, you got that. Awesome. That's not right. This is the right one. Which movie is often cited as being the best Hitchcock film Hitchcock ever made? 1. Walk, Don't Run. 2. That Touch of Mink. 3. Father Goose. 4. Charade.
This one I do know.
Nice. I'm kind of annoyed that Rebecca isn't up there.
Yeah, the best Hitchcock film that Hitchcock never made.
Hitchcock made Rebecca.
It's yeah, I'm talking about this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, never, of course.
fabulous Mr. Cary Grant.
Oh. Cool. See, I was going to say Snakes on a Plane. What do
It
you
was
think?
the yolk, wasn't it? The yolk is
I think it's charade.
You think it's 2?
I think it's 4.
Oh, you think it's 4? Charade. Awesome. Charade,
Yeah.
charade, I don't know.
Yeah, either way.
Tomato, tomato, let's call the whole thing gazpacho. A charade, it's such a charade.
It's the one I constantly hear mentioned the most, so I'm going with that.
Nice. Nice. Beautiful stuff.
With Audrey Hepburn.
Yes. Very cool. It's going to be interesting because you're both on 15 and it's sort of going up like, you know, that. We're going to be seeing which one ends up coming down. Or we will play a D20 at the end of it and we'll just... Whoever's the lowest one loses.
Let fate decide.
Yes. Who wrote the short story that Rear Window 1954 was based on? 1. James M. Cain. 2. Eleanor Leonard. 3. Dashiell Hammett. 4. Cornell Woolrich. Sorry if I butchered any of those names there as well.
Just for the record, the only reason I put this question in was just to hear you pronounce those names.
How did I do? Do I get any points?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, I don't get
Eleanor
points.
Leonard.
Cool. I don't know what any of these would be, but like, I do love these, especially when people make references to the origins of this. Like, everyone knows, like, you know, the Jimmy Stewart and everything like that in Rear Window and stuff, but very few people go, but it's based on this story by this person. Same as when we were talking about Rebecca and things like that too. Would you know, or are you leaning towards anything, Cameron?
I mean, honestly, the only name that even strikes out at me is the James M. Cain, and so I'm probably wrong.
Cool. So you'd be
Well,
saying
they're all authors. And
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
It's just the wrong one.
It's just the wrong one. Nice. Awesome. And of course, you got the right answer, because of course you did. Also,
I've actually read the Rear Window short, so it's actually really, really good, and I do highly recommend people find it.
Awesome, yeah, totally. Next question. Which movie adaptation of a Stephen King novel features Bates High School? 1. Salem's Lot. 2. Misery. 3. Christine. 4. Carrie. Awesome question. We were talking before about, what was it, Gatton? Which, of course... Cameron, do you know what Gatton's from? Children of the Corn. Sorry, you're in the middle of the quiz. I shouldn't be asking you rather fucking questions.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so when this came up, because I'm instantly went, oh, it could be this or it could be this. So I love the way that your brain does this tug of war in the head. So very, very good question there.
I do that all the time, and it's got to be Carrie. It's a high school base.
But Christine
Well,
also
yeah.
had a high school.
I know, but it's just Carrie just sticks out so much for me that.
Because that's like
Actually, random fun fact: Children of the Corn. John Franklin played Isaac. He was also cousin It in the Addams Family movie.
Yes, awesome reference. So good.
He's also a drama teacher too now. So.
Yeah. He seems really, really cool. Like, any interviews with him is awesome. Carrie was the answer. Warren,
Yay.
Sard, Alistair, Rhiannon, and Phil got it. You said Carrie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Good. Awesome. Nicely done. How are we going with points? Ooh. So, Cameron, only like 3 points between you, so nicely done. Which 1960s film starring Peter Cushing was based on real-life serial killers William Burke and William Hare? 1. The Flesh and the Fiends. 2. The Doctor and the Devil. 3. The Body Snatcher. 4. Burke and Hare. Not Burke and Wills, the Australian film with
no,
Kim
history.
Gidgel and who was the other guy? Kim Gidgel and who? Oh, but that was, I remember seeing that in school and I was just like, see, this is why we should watch films in school.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic story, poor guy, ended up like, starting off by going, yeah, we're going to go this like massive long trek, and then ran back like about 15 minutes into it to ask this girl to marry him. She turned him down, and then he just like sort of walked back with it. But they had stupid unnecessary things, like all of these spoons and shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, what would you be saying? Cameron?
I'm pretty sure it's the Flesh and the Fiends.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure.
Nice. The
Yeah.
Flesh and the Fiends.
Watch me be wrong.
Nice, you're correct.
Sweet.
Nicely done. Beautiful
Oh,
stuff.
Doctor and the Devil was going to be my second guess on that. So
Yeah. Well, what wasn't there a film recently that was brought out with Andy Serkis and somebody else, and they were doing the same? It was the same character. I'm pretty sure it was Burke and Hare. At least it was the same duo. It might have been a different name of the film. Question number 6. Fleetwood Mac singer Stevie Nicks appeared in which season of American Horror Story? 1. Hotel. 2. Cult. 3. Coven. 4. Asylum. Now, I've only seen Hotel. That's
I
the only
haven't
season.
seen any of it.
Oh, actually, no. I saw Cult as well. Yeah, I haven't seen the bottom two, so there's a 50 and 50, which I'd be already better going in. What about you, Cameron?
I haven't watched any of American Horror Story, so
Nice.
it's pure stab in the dark for me.
Appears that some of our viewers have seen it though. Warren Money, Alistair, McGee.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally just going to rip off their answer.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah. So
Well,
I'll go with
I'm
Coven.
pretty sure. I can't remember. I feel like she wasn't in Hotel, but I feel like she could have been in Cult. And I haven't seen Coven or Asylum. But yeah, the main reason I saw Hotel was purely because of the H.H. Holmes reference. But yeah, awesome. So which one were you saying?
I was saying Coven.
Coven, awesome. And we'll find out what Rhiannon says because she's playing along. Oh, nice!
Yay!
Nicely done, you got it. Awesome stuff. And everyone got that right out there. Very, very well done.
Thank you.
Yes. See, this is the round where, yeah, the help or hinder really does help us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alistair McGee says he's guessed every answer. Oh, well, there's still 3 left to go. How many times is the word sir used in the movie A Few Good Men from 1992? 1. 50 times. 2. 208 times. 3. 164 times. Or 4. 127 times.
Look,
I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, and it's loads.
Loads. Yeah, just loads. A shit ton.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I actually watched this movie and counted just for this question.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay. So yeah, you've literally got it all. You are the source for this. So
Yeah, so I'm going to rip off your answer then.
Yeah. Well, before she answers, what are you going to say? Have a random guess,
Okay.
or see if you can steal it from the people out there.
I'll go with 3.
You're going with 3, which was 164. Awesome. Do you remember what it was, Rhiannon?
Yeah, 164.
Oh,
Well,
nicely done.
If you put that much effort into counting it, that's ingrained in your brain forever.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and we found Alistair's weakness. The answer was 164. Rhiannon, Warren, and Phil all got that. Very cool. So you actually watched the whole thing. Did you have like a ticker counter or thing? Or
I do, yeah. That's what we were doing for the trick-or-treaters and stuff. To know
Yes.
how many we're going through.
so good, like on the Haunted
Because we were
Mansion.
still on
Yeah.
restrictions. I didn't know how many I could have in the garage at the time. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Awesome.
I'll
Question
count
number
them
8.
through.
Which movie appeared in the Guinness Book of Records with the record for longest constant movie shot at 400 days? 1. The Shining. 2. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. 3. Eyes Wide Shut. Or 4. A Clockwork Orange. Nice. So, all by the one director there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Longest constant movie shot.
It's so hard. Like, I want to put in the answer before the time and times me out. But, like,
Yeah, you can put it in that because we can't. Oh yeah, we can see it. That's
Yeah.
right.
Um,
That's all right. We're learning the flaws as it's going along.
yeah. I'll go with.
What are you gonna say?
I'll go with
Cameron?
Eyes Wide Shut, I guess.
Yeah, because the one who wrote it said it nicely.
Oh, actually, I just saw. Oh, 3 people have said it. Must be that.
Okay, cool. That works out even better.
Yeah.
Nice. I think you are correct. Well, at least the person who wrote it's put it in there, so I'm gonna put it in there. Yes, nicely done. Alistair, Rhiannon, and Warren got that. Beautiful stuff. Nicely done. Eyes Wide Shut. Really interesting story as well. The book, is all playing with his worry about her cheating on him when she's most likely not, and then at the end,
That's
sort of
what
like.
it was. The beta test reminds me of Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Another great reason to see that. Our penultimate question: what is the date of death on William Billy Butcherson's tombstone in Hocus Pocus from 1995? 1. May the 1st, 1693. 2. March 1st, 1672. 3. June 1st, 1694. Or 4. April 1st, 1666. Cool. So many numbers there. Sorry, I had a bit of a brain fart when I had to go to... Now, question 2. Beautiful. So, Hocus Pocus. Cameron, have you seen Hocus Pocus?
I have.
Bogamy. Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. It's great fun, and that song is always going to play in mind. What are you thinking? What comes to mind?
I mean, the second I saw 4, I'm like, oh, did they really do that though for the 666 thing for that, or?
Well,
I mean,
that date, the year has not has more relation to something else rather than the devil, or the devil, or the acolyte of the beast.
I'll go with 1672, I guess.
1672, nicely done,
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. And
I
Rhiannon,
feel
you
like
put in there?
1666 is just a bit too tongue in cheek.
Nice.
And it was.
Yes. 1666 was the year Salem witch trials. So that's why I put it in there, because witches. Witches bewitching. Rhiannon, Elizabeth Irons, and Phil both got that one. Nicely done. Whoa, yes. Good. Awesome stuff. So we're going up to our last question now. Which shock rocker was considered for the role of Dr. Vanicut in the 1999 remake of House on Haunted Hill? 1. Marilyn Manson. 2. Iggy Pop. 3. David Bowie. Or 4. Alice Cooper. A nice rock question there that we could all get amongst, because the person that they did end up giving this to was, I'm pretty sure I'm right by saying, Jeremy Combs, who was the reanimator. Yep, Doctor.
Jeffrey Combs, yeah.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs, yeah. Such a love for that performance of that guy.
I love him in The Frighteners.
Yes, so
Milton
good.
Dammers in The Frighteners.
Yeah, I want to get him, Isaac, like a whole bunch of those actors all to be in a film where they're like, you know, the round table of villains. The super evil friends. Awesome. What are you thinking, Cameron?
I feel like, I mean, Bowie is just charisma incarnate, so...
Yeah,
isn't it? I would have loved to have seen Alice Cooper take that role.
Oh, yeah,
that would be so
great.
good.
But I'll go with Iggy Pop, maybe.
Iggy Pop, nicely done.
Oh, no, last time I saw him on TV, I'm pretty sure it was an ad for insurance, so...
I got Brian Maddox in my head now. Nicely
it was
done.
Manson?
It was Marilyn Manson, unfortunately. So nicely done. Rhiannon got that one, and Warren got that one. Nicely done. Always good to see. David Bowie as well with it's not Zul, Gozer. The human form of Gozer was supposed to be based on an idea of this androgynous being, somewhat David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust, I guess, and was originally going to be cast as Pee Wee Herman, the guy who played Pee Wee Herman. So that would have looked weird.
That really would have.
Yeah, and so our winners are Warren Money with 7 correct answers coming first. In second place, Alistair Magee. In second place, that's right, with 5 correct answers. In third place, K9 with 1 correct answer. And in fourth place, Saad Azim with 1 correct answer. Congratulations, guys. You are our winner, Warren Money. So just confetti. Send us an email at rushcutterentertainment@gmail.com, and we'll give you a keyword to put down in the comments below, in which case then we will, once we see that, we will send you another email out in which we'll give you the code from Neon Sign Designs, sorry. And so you'll be able to get your own custom sign designed from them. They're an Australian-based company, so we're so glad to be having them on board. So congratulations to you out there. Yay! Wiggly arms! And fantastic work to our 2 guests as well. Thank you so much. Oh, just before we do that, thank you to everybody else who's played as well. So good to see you. And yeah, Alistair, you would have noticed that sometimes it's better just to guess than not put anything in at all. Might as well guess it and go out of the way, because it's all judged by on time, who answers first, and the most answers. So brilliantly done. Beautiful stuff. And if we check our scores, we've got Cameron Dunn Effects on 14 points. Wait, let's do a trust me. Wait, I'm not going to force this on you. I'm going to say to you, do you trust me, Cameron?
With all my heart.
Good. Let's try out a D20. We're going to select the D20. Now, this is how we're going to play it in the future. A 20-sided die comes up. You have a 1 in 20 chance. So you could make 20 points, but if you land on 0 or 1, sorry, if you land on 1, you don't. You
Lose
get
all my points.
Yeah, you lose all of them. So here we go. We're going for 1 d20. Let's give it a throw.
Come on.
Oh my god, that was so close!
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Okay, I think we're going to play that a little bit more often now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nicely done. So, our closing scores now have it with Cameron Dunn with 19 points and Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons at 21 points. Nicely done! I liked that. That was good. That made my heart
when
race.
it was sitting there at that 1, my heart was like leaping out of my throat.
Because my choices were, do I have a real... I've got the real dice here, but I was like, too much dodgy shit. I've got to set up another camera.
Yeah.
If the digital thing does it pretty good, I'm happy with that.
I mean, just for the suspense alone, I think you should keep it now.
Totally. Sweet. Awesome. So, yes, fantastic. So thank you so much for coming back, Cameron. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you back.
Absolute pleasure
Again,
to be on.
you know your stuff, and it was so good there to see you utilizing those points. Yes, take it from the people, the comments out there as well. And also from Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons, who's definitely been helping me out with a lot of her horror movie knowledge. So, Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons, thank you so much. And, of course, you have upheld your crown, your tiara, whatever it was, and you are still our reigning champ.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. You know I'm always available to play.
Oh yeah, no, we would love to have you on. I'm sure we're going to be roping you in a lot of times in the future, and Cameron too, as well. We'll be more than happy to have you. So I love it, the camaraderie, and again, and anyone that we can have libations with. I was going to say share libations with.
Yeah, well, Cameron owes me porridge after last week, so
yeah.
I literally did walk into the pantry and tossed it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I was going to bring out my bruise wheel and I was going to do a quick, here's how to make a simple bruise or something like that. But I thought, yeah, now people are going to start going, retching.
Yeah.
So probably best not to.
Only if you ended up adding pus or something to it, then, yes, the dry reaching. But a bruise, no. Bruises are fine.
Well,
I mean, for a quick cheap one, you use Vaseline, but
yeah. Now, one of the Necronomicons that I have, I've got it because I was trying to find blood, at butchers, I have pig's blood and stuff like that, because when it dries, you get that iron coagulation. It's very different from anything else that you can get as makeup. So I was trying to buy it and asking all the butchers, where can I get blood? Couldn't find it. But with doing that, I did the whole coffee ground and made up that whole mixture stuff, but I left it there for like a week. And it started to rot, and it got the the bacteria growing on it. And when I took it out, it has that awesome veininess to it. So there's
it's so
many
cool,
cool
yeah.
things. Yeah, with bacteria and stuff like that too. And it came out actually with a really nice sort of lacquer gloss. So it was very, very cool. Sweet. We're so glad to have everybody else out there. We've had new players as well. Alistair, Maggie. We had Azim coming back. Saad Azim coming back. We had as well a returning players of K9, Phil Robinson, always good to see you, Warren Money, always good to see you, and Rob Woods joining us there, and on the opportune night too that he got to see his own face in a pop quiz with Hot Shorts. So it's very fun. So yeah, well, it's about 10 o'clock, so probably best a good time to say an adieu. But just before we do, I do like to do a quick little teaser, and I couldn't do it last week because some idiot kept having a smoke going off in the background. So this week, we're going to do a quick jump to, and I'm going to just quickly think of the ones I'm going to take it to. I might do chicken or egg, and I might do monster mashups, maybe. Spicks and Specs. No, D20, okay. So no chicken. No, I'm going to do chicken or egg because we haven't done that in a teaser yet. So chicken or egg, Spicks and Specs and D20. Okay, let's see. If you tune into the Quiz Arena every Thursday night at 7:30, you can play fantastic games along with fantastic guests. Fantastic and pantastic. Flip those around and you get a fondue. And that fondue is fun to do with guests. Guests like Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons. Say hello, Rhiannon!
Hello, my darling.
And, of course, Cameron Dunn. Say hello, Cameron. How are you?
Howdy. How you all doing?
Yes, here on the Quiz Arena Live, where you get to play fantastic new games as well, like Chicken or Egg.
Oh, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken or the egg?
And if that's too gross for you, at least the sound effects might be, we've also got a new one which is called D20. And apparently the graphics card just really doesn't like that stinger. But you should, because that's a lot of fun, because we found out tonight how much points that we can get from that alone, and the suspense. But of course we've got Spics and Specs. Lots of game choices and lots of fun to have, and me being frozen in that face. That face, ladies and gentlemen. That's a face, isn't it? Oh. Yes! That's the face.
I wasn't sure whether that was just on my end or not.
Yeah. Oh. It's annoying because I'm looking at the screen, I'm not looking at what my face is doing. I assume it's just doing the right thing. So, yeah, let me just get my other camera up here, because I was literally just going to do an outro and then we were going to be it. So, I'm going to take it off me. I'm going to let you guys talk for a second. There we go.
Oh my god, that is absolutely glorious.
So, yeah, maybe...
Of all facial expressions for that too. That was beautiful.
It's my Kenneth Williams nose.
Yeah, that must have been it. That must have exactly been it.
It was the reaction to the egg.
Yeah, oh yeah, it came back. Yeah, that's it. It was the reaction to the egg.
I think Phil's got it, the brown note.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, come on now, reconnect.
And this is why I say hilarity and hijinks ensue on this show.
Exactly. I'd love to say that it was all like, above board, but it's one person doing everything here, so I apologize. Well, not anymore. Now we've got Rhiannon Elizabeth Irons doing the questions, so yes! Awesome.
Yay.
There's like sanity somewhere in this game. I should have just used this camera instead, because it makes the sign look a hell of a lot better. Beautiful.
The sign looks amazing, though.
It does look cool.
It does look awesome. It's very, very cool. And you can get your own sign thanks to Neon Sign Designs. So that was our little teaser, which sort of fucked up at the end there, but all good to see my references to Kenneth Williams. Unless there's anything you guys wanted to say just before we do a bow out?
No, you can check out my stuff on Instagram at Cameron Dunn Effects. You can also check out on my website, bloodguyeffects.com. You can see some of my work there, and have a look.
Nice. And peruse his wares. And
yes.
What about you, Rhiannon?
Oh, if you like horror and if you like erotica, then definitely check me out on Instagram.
Ooh, who could not like horror and erotic together? I mean,
Erotica.
Horror. Horotic?
No, I've only ever combined them once before, and it terrified people. So I'm like, okay, we'll keep them separate again.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it sounds right up my alley.
I think you could do something like on a scare attraction sort of thing, where it's that sort of like, what is it, meta, subconscious, psychological
Well,
horror.
actually, now that you bring that up, Movie World did, because they do mazes every year for Fright Night, and in the last year that we were able to go, which was 2019, they did a maze called House of Cain that, quite frankly, looks like something that would be in my mind. So,
No.
definitely right up my alley. I didn't know whether to be scared or to join in. So,
Yeah, no, but that's it. Even when I remember watching that Rocky Horror thing, and people said that someone brought up shock treatment, and they said shock treatment completely lacks sex. I don't think it does. I think it's suppressed, and I think it's about the medium of the whole. No, we're on TV. Like, it's very much sex is everywhere, but it's not. Like Bert Schnick, he's a blind guy who is peeping. The reason he plays up the whole blind thing is so that he can look at women naked in the shower. Anyway, I personally love that, but also we mentioned Repo the Generic Opera. I mean, sex and horror definitely go together, because that's taboo. It's the closest area to the Ouroboros eating its own tail. It's like that area that a lot of people don't want to go near, and because the outlet through horror gives them that ability, a lot of people absorb into it. So as long as we're safe and well, yes, Warren Money, you love shock treatments, so good. The amount of times I've been wanting to come on here and do a farty flavors, or why aren't they doing? Anyway, maybe next.
It's kind of hard not to break in the song.
It's so hard, yeah. Well, we'll definitely be getting some sort of game that we'll be doing some
God.
musicals.
You can just see it now. The next special event, QUIZarena the musical.
Yes. No, that's it. I
yes.
want to do a shock treatment or a double feature in like the cinemas with everyone doing all of the throwing shit at people. Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun, and do it like a live stream so we can say, let's look at all the plebs. Cool, awesome. Oh, careful, Pikelet. Well, I guess that'd probably be the best place to wrap it all up with. Thank you guys so much for coming along again. Even at last notice, always so good to have you guys along, and I'll be definitely repping you in the future. So thank you again.
Oh, you're most welcome, sweetie. I'm only ever a call away.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that kind of call?
Hold on. Okay, it's just arrived. Yeah.
If not, I've got a carrier pigeon. It's yeah, beautiful. And thank you, Cameron, too.
Oh, absolute pleasure, mate.
Awesome stuff. Sweet. Well, and without further ado, it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say a see you later and a fond farewell, an adieu to you and you and you and you. And we will wish you all the happiness and fond farewells that the week will bring you. And we hope to see you same bat time, same bat channel here on the QUIZarena next week. Bye, guys. Now, Pikelet, I'm going to strap something to you.